Okay, they can hear us.
The only thing I needed to do was play Good Riddance by Green Day, and so I started there.
And like E minor, throw in E minor, which is an easy one. Hi, everyone.
Oh my god, I learned 10 songs with these 3 chords. Sorry.
They can see us now.
Well, I'll be damned. Well, I'll be a scaleless dragon. I got nothing. I'm sorry, you guys.
I just did.
Well, good. Do you also not have wings? Because we don't like wings and.
That's funny from the last session. Yeah.
Callback.
If some mods could tell people to refresh, I was streaming at 10,000 bit rate because that's what I was recording at.
Oh shit.
And I looked up and it basically stream was just not loading probably for anybody. So refresh. If you can hear anything, refresh your stream. Do it.
OBS went full Scotty. I'm giving it all she's got.
All she's got.
Crap. I tweeted and told people to go to twitch.tv/HeyLogness, and that ain't right.
Did you
Don't
really?
go there.
Don't go there.
Yeah.
Dang
Don't go there.
Don't go there. You guys are in the right place.
I deleted the tweet. Look, it's fine. We're good. We're safe.
Oh
What
my
if
god.
chat went there? Like, why
I don't
would
think chat went there.
Did
Why
I
would
tweet the
chat
same
go
thing?
there?
No, I didn't. Okay.
I don't hope not, because I retweeted your tweet.
I will say the reason it took so long for us to actually turn on our cameras is because I was having a panic moment because I could not find the corkscrew for the wine bottle, and I was about ready to slam the bottle
I have had
into the
that
counter to drink it.
just to open it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really should make it easier. It's 2021. Like,
We need the wine.
right.
Oh.
Right. So anyway, hello. Welcome to the Secret Adventure Society. The meeting will come to order. Before we get started, first things first, we kind of have a sponsor tonight, you guys.
Oh, we're starting with that
Goon,
first.
Goon, you wanna tell us about that? Oh, he's got a drink first. Okay.
This is actually not alcoholic.
Oh.
Is it non-alcoholic beer?
No, it's ginger beer.
Ginger beer? Oh.
Which is technically a beer, but also not a thing that you would expect to be. It's fine.
It's kind of like root beer.
Yeah, like root beer.
I just don't think of ginger beer to be drank by itself most of the time. But
Is ginger beer different than ginger ale?
It helps the tum-tum.
Oh, well, that's good. You heard it here. Goon has diarrhea.
No. Oh my gosh, what is happening already? Okay.
On that note,
blurry. On that note, our sponsor for this evening is Never Ending. Never Ending is a character I'm not going to read ad copy because they didn't want me to read ad copy because that sounds awful. If you haven't checked out the Never Ending Kickstarter, you know, anybody that's ever been to my screen, you know that I love character creators and as in-depth and random and as many options as you can get. And Never Ending is promising a ton of body options, armor options, 50 new weapons with their Kickstarter. So go to their Kickstarter, which is link in the chat.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah. So go to their Kickstarter. They were funded in 90 minutes. And their new stretch goals are bird people. Then the next one I'm really looking forward to, at $5,000, they're going to get animal companions for your people on screen. The things that they're going to be doing, I can't even cover here with these options. I'm just extremely excited about it. Am I forgetting something? Because I want to do that, but
their actual website is called beneverending.com. Basically I think you covered everything. They're the character builder, a lot like Hero Forge.
And be on the lookout for the fact that we'll be doing some things.
Yeah, they're gonna make content creation a lot easier for us, which is great.
And for you. If you're a Kickstarter backer,
it helps people have the way that they explained it to us is it helps people have a little bit more control over art of their own player characters, which is always exciting. But they're good folks.
They're really great people, yeah.
So I like the purple and the gold that they're using for their brand.
Oh, I didn't realize that it was literally your favorite colors.
Yeah, it's they're not the same purple and yellow colors as mine, because I would sue. No, I'm.
Right.
But
It has those
Very
exact hex
Right,
marks. or
literally,
hex codes
guys,
trademarked.
I do.
first sponsor, and Goon says he's going to sue them.
Sue him.
Like that's
We're
how
good
we're
at business.
starting.
Well, we bookended with diarrhea and lawsuit. This is the best.
Oh,
Diarrhea and
guys.
Lawsuit is my favorite Green Day album.
Yeah, yeah. It's in there.
Or is it
It's
a
like
Metallica
97.
album?
No, that's definitely Green Day.
Oh
But-
my God.
Because
It might be
Lawsuit's
Offspring.
joke.
My, that's.
Oh
funny.
yeah, that's
it
fair.
might be Offspring.
Wow.
They are known to be litigious.
Right.
What is just happening?
But never ending, like they said, never ending is good people. They're something that they're focusing on a lot that they were telling us about is getting adequate trans representation and different body types represented on their platforms. That way everybody feels like their player character is represented appropriately, which is something that we on this show find very important.
Mhm.
So be sure to support them. Thank you, Goon. Hey, Goon.
Yo,
I love you.
I love you.
I just wanted to say that.
Okay.
Hey, goon.
Usually we save the pillow talk for after stream.
Yeah, it's usually after the show when we hold hands. Yeah.
Yeah.
Locke, are you holding your finger up because of the music?
No, it's
Why are you
because I
holding your
wanted to say something.
Oh, well, say something. Go ahead.
That's usually a hand.
I want
Yeah.
everyone. I just spilled my wine. I want everyone to notice that we have basically rebranded, kind of, sort of like a small-ish rebrand. We were the Secret Adventurers Society, and now we're just Secret Adventure Society. And also our coloring and things have changed, and our layout is a little bit different. And it's a small
Speaking of-
rebrand, but I'm really, really, really excited about it.
Speaking of gorgeous hex, I'm in love with blue.
Oh, you cut out.
Oh no, I love blue. That's all.
You have to be louder about how much you love Blue Goon.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love
Yeah,
blue.
like Secret Adventurer Society, we decided was pretty hard to say. And is difficult when you say Secret Adventurer Society to someone who doesn't know what we're talking about. It's like secret. So what are those words exactly you just said? How do I search for that? So yeah,
Mhm.
small rebrand. Locke's been working her booty off. Everybody has.
We're still sass, but
Still sass.
you know.
Yeah. I've got a few notes. Does anyone have anything else to add before I get started on those guys?
We also, I don't know if this will be covered in your notes or not, but just because people have been tossing like what they've been working on.
Yeah.
SAS also does have a TikTok now, and it is being run by this gentleman here. And so if you are on TikTok and you want to be friends and you want to like talk D&D and be silly, it's tiktok.com/@, which is how they do their URLs. Secret Adventure Society.
Yeah.
Can we have
Steve-O's
a mod
got
post
good
that in
stuff.
chat real quick? But yeah,
That would be me.
Steve-O's our resident TikTokist.
we're on the TikToks, guys.
We
We're
are.
TikToker formerly known as Steve-O.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, is he no longer known as Steve-O?
When fame goes to his head, I assume he'll change his name to the TikToker formerly known as
Oh,
Steve-O.
He's gonna have
No,
an actual symbol.
Yeah, it'll just be a symbol. Or I'll go with Steve Z.
Stevesy. That's
Steve
good.
Z.
Yeah,
That's good.
I'll switch it up.
What
for
about
Steve-O.
like Steve P? Because it comes after O. Fine. never
Oh.
mind.
Oh, we're getting into the alphabet. Oh, cool.
I haven't
Um,
had enough wine. Hang on.
I've had no wine. I'm double fisting water, baby. So additionally, we have also changed our name on Twitter. We've changed some stuff. But now if you want to search for us on Twitter, we are at SASDND. Just a collection of 6 letters that seem random, but they're not. That, if you weren't sure, stands for Secret Adventure Society Dungeons and Dragons. If you weren't able to put that together. But yeah, Secret Adventure Society, or SASDND. So it's still the same account. If you followed us before, you still do. But if you weren't following us before, please do.
Yeah, fix it.
And my next note is about TikTok, which Steve-O covered.
Oh,
Also-
sorry. Oh my God.
No. That's you do your shit, man. This is what the beginning of the show is for. You didn't like step on my DM toes or anything.
Yet.
Yeah, don't apologize. Hey, Steve-O. Hey, Steve-O. I love you.
Love you too, Zach.
Oh, I love you too, Lot.
Oh, love you. Did you just say who? Wow.
Okay. Anyway, we have to play D&D tonight. So the big dog of the work that's been done since our last session, Locke, has been compiling catch-up content, YouTube videos. Basically, we now have a handful of, I believe it's 8 short, like 15-minute-ish videos that give story highlights. The goal is that anyone who wants can watch those videos and be caught up to live without being overwhelmed by 80 plus hours of content at this point. So if you know someone who you think might be interested in the show but is overwhelmed by the idea of catching up with a brand new D&D show, so many hours of gameplay like that, then link them up with the catch-up content. It's on a YouTube playlist, so it should be easy to find. They're so much fun. She did such a good job, and it really makes you realize how much these weirdos have accomplished in 20 short sessions.
Yeah, it's a lot. It was a lot.
It's a lot. There's a lot of D&D that's been played. But anyway, you can find all of those at youtube.com/Secret Adventure Society. Secret Adventure Society.
Adventure. Yeah.
Adventure.
Or the link is in chat.
Adventure. We can't do this in time with each other because
we gotta
lag.
Yeah, we'll have to save that for the live show.
Yeah.
But anyway, be sure to like and subscribe and all those other YouTube buzzwords over there. Don't forget that if you tweet using the hashtag Secret Adventure, which is even more appropriate now, I might use your name as the name of an NPC in the game. The world is absolutely wide open now, and I have no idea what they're going to do. I cannot stress that enough. So I'll almost certainly need NPC names off the top of my head. So be sure to tweet using that hashtag, and we might include you in our little game.
I'm gonna say that literally everything is broken. Like that SAS Twitter link is not the link. That's not it.
Well, shit.
So everything's broken today. Please bear with me.
I don't think it's that broken. We're having fun at least.
Okay.
On the level of broken, is it just like something small, or is it like Seether featuring Amy Lee broken?
It just linked to our last. Wow. It just linked to our old Twitter. So let me fix that.
That song is going to be stuck in my head for a year now.
You were welcome.
And there's the actual
2007
link.
was great. We were all okay.
I promise. So you got that fixed, Luck.
Yeah. Vomit.
Again. Yeah. So can I move on?
Sorry.
I was just thinking about 2007.
Yeah.
It was a good time, and by good time I mean weird time. Emo emotions. I love it. Again, telling your friends and tweeting lines and clips and whatever from the show are the absolute kindest and most helpful things that you can possibly do as we try to get the show off the ground and spread the word. Thank you so much to all of you who have been doing that already, who've been sharing our links from YouTube and retweeting us. It absolutely means the world. And also, on a similar personal note, our last session, it's been said on Twitter by, I think, most of us, but our last session is the most creatively fulfilled I have ever been personally on anything that I've ever worked on. So thank you guys so much for watching our little adventure, and I cannot wait to see where these guys take us next. Thanks, as always, to Aurelia Raff for our character art, to our mods, and to Blizzard Entertainment for allowing us to use music from World of Warcraft. Everybody pitch your shit. Goon?
Oh, I have to pitch my own shit now.
Yeah.
I'm some form of Goon and Ranger on every social media. Ranger Goon on Twitch and the Goon Ranger on Twitter. Right now I'm taking a bit of a bard break and how to play the guitar. I will obviously not be full break, but that is my general focus this week. I have some things. Also, it's just been an exhausting week. So if you've been following me for content, specifically me, maybe branch out to some of the lovely people here that are actually doing shit. But if you do want some very occasional fun and horniness, you heard that correctly. My chat cannot be stopped.
It's not a euphemism, like it's not a double entendre. That's a single entendre right there.
It's one full throbbing entendre in my chat.
Oh my gosh.
We don't break TOS though yet. So anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for following me. Follow me on the social medias and come hang out.
When this man started streaming again, he said, I might, since I'm doing Pokemon stuff, I might make my stream like primarily for like younger audiences.
Which I did do on Mixer, and it's successfully for a while. Well, we changed, and I stopped playing Pokemon because I was afraid of the kids coming along.
Oh, that's funny. Steve-O?
Hi, my name is Steve-O. I am I'm at twitch.tv/gutternerds. We play Star Wars games and Saturday morning retro. And then today we did a Minesweeper. I kept doing that all day. A Minesweeper tutorial. You know that game on Windows that you don't know how to play? We did like a tutorial. It was super fun. And so feel free to come by and say hi and hello.
You just keep clicking buttons until you get pissed off, right? That's the whole thing?
There's like a whole thing with the mouse. There's a left click, a right click, and then there's a click where you hit both at the same time. They all do different things. There's a way to play Minesweeper. It's super fun.
That game never came with it. It didn't have a tutorial. There was no like Act 1 tutorial where it showed you what to do and integrated into the story. So I appreciate it. I lurked in your chat all day. I didn't get to talk much because work, but it was very entertaining.
Thank you.
Like.
Hey.
And I'm Zakiwak. You can find me at twitch.tv/Zakiwak. Unless you actually want to say something, I'm
Twitch.tv/Loch when you hear your family.
Can we play D&D now?
Please.
Is that what we do?
That is what we
With
do.
unlimited
This
breadsticks.
is not just like a talking night. I don't know.
The next time I come to your house, I expect unlimited soup, salad, and breadsticks, okay?
We can do that.
Basically, yeah. Previously on the Secret Adventure Society, while investigating some strange storm clouds that popped up out of nowhere and seemed to displace space and matter around them, Dorf began to feel unwell. During one of these storms, he actually wandered out into the street, into the chaos, muttering to himself. Later, you all discovered, with the help of Brenna, the location from which the magic that was causing these storms seemed to be coming. A small cottage in the center of town that was shrouded with illusion magic to make it appear as if it was just a pile of rubble. You made your way inside and down into the basement, where you discovered an ancient ritual chamber, an impossibly vast cavern of darkness with a single staircase running through it, even a dragon guardian, before discovering that Augustus's former student, a dragonborn woman by the name of Reyna Trogo, was being forced to conduct and revive this ancient magic. You learned that an ancient entity actually came to her and offered health for her dying mother if she agreed to help resurrect this ancient and dangerous magic. But this power was never meant to be wielded by mortals. You learned it was actually killing her. Augustus offered to take her back to his old college at the Order of Brambles, where he once was a professor, in order to get her the help that she needed, which is where his path parted from yours. You returned to the inn you've been staying at while in Saihoff, the purring dog. When you returned there, Kess found a note from Jendi explaining that Dorf was incredibly ill, that she was taking him to the Temple of Saloon on the Eastern Shelves, leaving the three of you the sole remaining party members. Jendi also left several items, saying that you would get better use of them than she, one of them being a bottle of nautical far speech that you acquired in Shallowgrave. Kess returned to the boys after getting these items, who were drinking at the bar, and began to hear a mumble coming from inside the bottle. When she held it to her ear, she heard the voice of Captain Riddick, who was the owner who was currently in possession of the other bottle of nautical far speech. And on a loop, you heard a message that he had sent. Evercrest has fallen. Do not return. There are no survivors. And that is where we begin tonight's session. You guys have just learned that bit of information. So you are sitting at the bar. I believe all of you, unless Q, did you get up and leave?
Q's in bed, or went to his room, went to his and Augustus.
Okay. So, Kess, you and Pierce and the perpetually drunken drow barkeep are alone in basically one of the only remaining standing structures in Saihoff. What are you doing?
Do you get the impression that Evercrest falls like every other month?
Well, yeah, but this time the no survivors thing is what is sticking out, you know?
What do you want to do?
I mean, we need to. How does this bottle work? DM, do I know how it works? Can I
You don't
send a
know?
message back?
You can try.
Do you want to ask him for more information?
Sure. Yeah, uncork it. Let's see what happens.
Okay. I'm just like holding the bottle.
Okay. As you're holding the bottle, you still hear this message on a loop from Captain Riddick. This very short message from him. You hear it on a loop. But as one of you holds it up to speak, it actually, like when it almost like when it senses your voice, it stops looping. Who is speaking?
Pierce will.
Okay.
Wait, real quick question. DM, was Zephy, how close was Zephy to Evercrest? Like, is this...
Zephy was in Evercrest.
Zephy was in Evercrest.
She was just on the outskirts of Evercrest. Like,
Okay. Captain Fucker, please tell us where you are. Send.
it is Captain Riddick, but we are still in Shallow Grave.
How did you know that Evercrest fell?
There was a glow. It was green, lasted for about a day. No one has been able to reach anyone on the Isles or any of the ships around it.
Here's gonna look at Kessel. Who's gonna pay us?
I don't. Is that what we need to be worried about?
What are you
Right
worried
now?
about?
Well, that I left that
Did you
life
know
well
anybody?
water. No, but I left the life well water. Did you know anybody?
Oh yeah, tons of people.
And you're worried about getting paid and not the
Yeah.
people?
There's no survivors. I can't help them.
We don't know that. There's just a green glow.
You're right. This captain is 70% right at the best of times. What do you think the kid wants to do?
Eat? I don't think he really. If he has somewhere to go, he hasn't said anything, and he pretty much told us he was an open book, so.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go open his book and ask him. Be right back.
Okay.
Pierce is gonna walk up and try and find Q's room.
Okay. Yeah, easily enough. You know where it is.
Okay. He's gonna bang on the... No, he's not gonna bang on the door. He's just gonna walk in if it's open.
I mean, yeah, he probably doesn't lock the door.
Okay. Pierce is gonna walk in.
Ah! Oh, hey.
You're up.
Yeah, I went to bed 4 seconds ago.
Okay, well, listen. The captain said that Evercrest is destroyed and there's no survivors. Where on the give a shit meter does that land for you?
Well, right now, not much, except Q pulls out the piece of paper that Augustus handed to him. Said, "This is kind of fucking useless now."
Yeah. Yeah, just like everything that turtle gave us, it's useless. So
Yeah.
do you wanna maybe not sleep and go figure out where we're going, and you can sleep in 10 minutes?
I mean.
Come on. I'm just gonna grab him by the arm and pull him downstairs.
Oh, okay. I mean, I can walk. I have the propensity to walk.
Uh-huh.
You said the secret word.
Okay.
Walk?
Kess is she's walked outside and she's like pacing back and forth, but she's kind of like keeping her eye open for Brenna, Mix, and Nicole.
They have already gone to bed. They went to bed as soon as you guys got back to the pub.
Up.
Okay. So yeah, she's outside just pacing then with the bottle. She's probably just as long as like she can like talk to Riddick, she's probably just like asking like little questions like so you haven't heard from anybody?
I've heard from no one.
And it's all of the Isles, not just Evercrest, but like the surrounding Isles as well?
There has been no word from anyone near the Crescent Isles.
Oh gosh, okay.
Ships who were going to the opposite end from Evercrest have disappeared as well.
Disappear doesn't mean that it's fallen, Riddick. It just means that there's something weird happening.
There was a green glow in the sky for hours.
Okay.
There is no one can communicate with anyone.
Okay. I'll call you
some
back.
Some of this is hearsay, but you know, I have heard what I have heard. I have confidence in the people I have talked to, but how much can you know about something like this?
Yeah. I'll call you back. And I'd put the bottle away.
As you're putting it away, you hear goodbye.
Of course. Of course. Okay.
Yeah, so long as he's letting Pierce pull him around, Pierce pulls Q out the front door looking for Kess.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys find each other for sure. Yeah, she's
Okay.
just standing out there pacing.
I was making sure that Q wasn't gonna try to pull away or something.
No, he's not resisting.
Okay. All right, I found him. He doesn't seem to give a shit. But what do we do?
You don't care where we
We
go?
need to decide. Where else
Okay.
are we gonna go? We
Well-
don't have any other.
Yeah, I don't really know much outside of the places that we've been and the places that I was between where I'm from and place Evercrest. So,
Okay.
Sort of stuck.
So, okay, Pierce, you knew people there,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't care to go check.
Good
Right.
riddance as far as I'm concerned. I guess I could go back and make sure they're all dead.
What if they're alive?
Then that would be bad. Maybe we should go make sure.
We could always like loot the body.
Okay, there's a big green dome. No one's
Like
heard.
what Augustus used to make.
I don't know. I don't know if Riddick even knew. He just said there was a green dome and he hasn't heard from anyone and no one has came back and I don't.
Locke, just as a point of order, he did not say it was a dome. He just said it was a light.
Oh, a light. Okay, green
Yeah.
light. I just imagined that. Okay.
Sure,
Um,
sure. Just making
Sorry,
sure.
imagination.
No, that's fine.
So, okay, a green light.
Go, right?
Well, unless you've got some reason to stick around here. I mean, we can go back to Zeffy's place and get paid, even if Zeffy's gone. And then we can check on.
Especially if Zeffy's gone. It
Yeah, we're
will
getting
actually be
double paid.
easier to get paid if Zeffy's gone.
Or we could go to the bank and request the money that Zeffy owed us from her account here.
And then check at her house.
Checking at her house is gonna take. Here's the thing. Do we care to go back to Evercrest? It's gonna take like 2.5 weeks to get back. That's what I'm asking. Are we going back, or do we need to go somewhere else?
I mean,
What else
Where else would you go?
Yeah,
Where
what he
would you
said.
have us go?
Home?
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything to me.
My home? But I'm not
Where's
saying
that?
that we have to. Mardosta? North?
How far away is that?
I don't know. About the same amount of time as it takes to get to Evercrest from here. We're kind of in the middle of. We don't have to. There's nothing. We don't have to go there. I just. That's the only other place that I would even think of.
On one hand, we have what, your family, and on the other hand, we have a terrible cataclysm. Do you think that we are capable of addressing terrible cataclysm? Or could someone in Mardosta help us with terrible cataclysm?
Well, maybe. I think it just kind of depends on. I don't know if we're capable, but I'm not saying that we're not. I
think if we're not capable now, we can get stronger.
It's just that I don't know if there's anyone there left to be capable for.
I'm used to
flip a
lost
coin.
causes.
Or we
I'm-
could flip a cube.
What, he
What?
lands on his side and we go in one place, he lands
If
on
he
the other
lands
side.
on his head. Yeah, if he lands on his head, we go to Mardosta. If he lands on his ass, we'll go to Evercrest.
I don't like this plan.
You're gonna love it. It's gonna be fun.
I know that, like, previously I said I didn't have a preference, but with the newest information that I've been given, I don't think this one is my preference.
We're not gonna throw you around. I look at Pierce.
I appreciate you.
I think it's my favorite strategy, but okay.
I don't know.
Pressing needs.
I the only reason I don't care about money. I don't care about that money. If we want money, we can go to Mardosta. That's not a big deal. I don't know if there's life well water left there. I mean,
Where?
in Evercrest, I left the life well water with the Naga to protect it. And if there's no survivors and there's no more Zephy or the Naga, then that means they got the life well water, which is kind of what everything was after. Everything was trying to get the life well water to begin with. But also, this could be unrelated. This could be another weird thing. I don't know what's happening. I do know that I died. And every day, I kind of have just been freaking out a little more and more about the fact that I was about to, not be here anymore. And-
Q puts his hand on, I guess, up thigh or something, side. Says, "What? Is there something at home waiting for you?"
No, but I didn't leave in the necessarily the best way. So I kind of regret that. And every time I think about the last time I saw them, it could have been the last time. And I was kind of selfish. And I don't know that I really want that to be the last time, you know? But-
Why did you leave to begin with?
Cass didn't smile. That was luck. I got scared.
You left to survive.
I could have survived there. It just wouldn't have been living.
Yeah, this is... If you want to know Pierce's philosophy, we can get very deep here. This is my philosophy, okay? Fuck him. That's the philosophy.
They're not bad people. It was I made a really dumb decision whenever I was really young, and I was about to have to follow through with it, and I left. And I do love my family very much. So, that's it.
You had to look out for you.
Yeah.
And Pierce looks at Q and he goes, you gotta look out for you.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah.
You did nothing wrong. So, fuck him. If you want to go back, we can go back, but we should probably go make sure there are no check for survivors.
I think what Pierce is saying is that if Cass wants to go back, we'll go. If Cass wants to go back for Cass, don't go back for them, go back for you.
That's pretty close to it.
Sorry, like humanoid emotions are weird, but like I'm starting to pick up. You guys get really attached to people. I don't know what that's like.
Is his hand still there?
Yeah.
Cass grabs his hand and just holds it.
Pierce just shakes his head when Q says that.
You guys hear the drow barkeep in the back. You guys hear like a bottle shatter, and she goes, "I gotta look out for me. Look out for me."
Maybe
Nobody
somebody
gives a
should tuck
shit.
her in. Oh, you're right. Nobody gives a shit.
She's really loud. I thought we were outside.
She's been loud. Like it's honestly
you
hard to
guys,
sleep.
Like, you heard through the. She was standing in the dining
I was
room, like
making a
area.
joke.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Okay.
home is safe. Home is lots of money.
It's
Home-
where everybody else's heart is.
Yeah. But I would like to know about Evercrest. I would like more information. There's also no guarantee that we're going to be able to get there.
Well, we might gotta go back.
Excuse me?
We might gotta go back. We might have to go back.
Okay. Yeah.
Would your family reach out to you if they were in danger?
They wouldn't know
Do they have
how.
any way of reaching out to you?
No.
No.
Not that I know of, because they have no clue where I'm at. I haven't talked to them in like 9 months.
Okay, well,
I pat Q's hand and let it go because I think Ori's arm's tired.
Commitment.
okay, then brainstorming pitch session here. Let's go back. That may be more pressing
Okay.
because all of the shit that we've gone through, all of the people that fucked us over is part of something, and now I'll be goddamned if I don't figure out what it is and kill it.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it does seem like it has a lot to do with for some reason. So if we go to like the source of Cass, maybe that's the source of the fuck shit stuff. I'm also learning cursing. It's not working out.
You're doing
So-
a great job.
So, fun fact about me. No one else in my family is a druid. Normally that's kind of from what I've figured out, it's kind of a family thing. They're not though. So,
I mean, that's okay. Like my mom couldn't turn a bone into a spectral bow and kill people with it. Sometimes we aren't a lot like our parents, and sometimes we turn into them. You know, it's just like you roll the dice.
Q, you hear a voice, the voice of Mother. You're more like me than you like to think, child.
Fair.
I just look at him like, what?
Yeah, you guys didn't hear that, obviously.
No, but we heard him say
They
fair.
did hear that that's fair.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to go to the fair?
Oh, this.
Oh, is there more stick meat?
No, well, we could stop back by there on our way to
Well-
Shallow Grave to get to Evercrest.
If we head back, we should probably haul ass.
I don't know what like carrying extra donkeys is gonna do.
I can't-
I'm sorry. I mean, like, if you think that we have more like packages to take, we did have a lot of casks of ale that Dorf left behind. We could probably use a few extra donkeys.
I think I'll turn into a donkey. We'll be fine. We don't have to get any more.
Well, I'll be a horse's ass. Okay, let's go.
So
If we head in this direction, you got to be okay with it.
Wait,
Here's
where's
the
meat?
suggest.
We don't
meat,
have-
Meat the horse is still tied up outside. Like you,
Okay.
if you look around the corner, you can see Meat the horse is still tied up outside with the other two.
I just walk over to me. I got worried about meat. I just walk over to me and just be like, "Wait a stick, mate. All right, let's go."
Okay,
Oh,
so
gosh.
you guys are leaving right now?
Oh,
that-
probably in the morning.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It's like
'Cause,
point of order.
What Q said made me think you guys were leaving right now. Okay, so yeah.
No, I just got worried about meat.
Okay.
we could.
Okay, but if we make this decision though, you got to be okay with it because there's no turning back. I mean, we could come back after we're done, but we're not gonna get halfway there and then have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So are you all in, or are you not in? Because I'm making the decision in the absence of all the information. And if you have a pressing matter, then that.
I don't have anything. Like I said, I just miss them. So, and I'm a little afraid of whatever's on Evercrest. But that's okay. If there are
Pierce
people
looks at
alive,
Q.
we need to make sure they're okay.
What do you think, kid?
I think he's fine. He just got a little spooked in the battle. He seems a little shaky. Try not to like stand too near his back legs because the last time I got kicked about 35 feet.
Pierce starts tapping his foot, annoyed. He's trying to hold it together. He sort of looks up and.
Well, we could go to the bank here and see if it's still standing.
Okay. Let's sleep on it. Let's tentatively plan to head back to Evercrest. in the morning, if you feel different, let me know.
Okay.
I need my hat back. Pierce points at Q.
Oh, I forgot I was wearing it because the other hat I'm wearing, and he just throws it at Pierce.
Pierce puts it back on. I'm getting sleep. Yell at me if you need anything. And Pierce walks back inside. I don't think he has a room because I think he slept outside. I can't remember if he had a room. I think he slept outside. But he's gonna go pay for a room and
Last time Pierce slept, it was in the hallway.
so
Okay, so yeah, you go in. The barkeep is like passed out behind the counter, but she doesn't. When you walk up, she doesn't really budge. She's just kind of like snoring.
Drunky, need a room.
Take the one that your friends were staying in. It should be unlocked. Keys on the pillar.
You okay? So without putting money on the counter, Pierce goes up.
Okay.
Is this the room that Dorf was in?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything left in this room that's familiar? Or is it completely vacant?
There's nothing in there. The bed, it looks like it's been sloppily made, but there's nothing remaining.
Is there anything in the room about like buckets, crates, lamp, mirror? Like, how's the room adorned?
It's pretty bare. There's a single chair over across the way and a mirror, and there's a bedpan underneath the bed. That's really the only adornments in here. Pretty bare.
Okay. Pierce is gonna walk over to the chair and he's gonna put his hand on the back of the chair, and then he's gonna take it and fling it against the wall, and then he's gonna walk over to the mirror, and he's gonna hit the mirror as hard as he can, and just go and punch it.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Okay. That is an 8.
An 8. Okay.
Yeah.
With an 8, the chair it doesn't necessarily shatter as cathartically as perhaps you had hoped. It kind of just like bounces off the wall and makes a lot of noise. But when you punch the mirror, it actually does shatter, and you're gonna take 4 points of piercing damage. Sorry, slashing damage.
Piercing.
Okay. He's gonna shake his hand and pull the hat down and lay in bed and try to go to sleep.
So Pierce, as you lay there, the blood from your hand staining the sheets, you can see the sun has long set, but the moon is bright, and it's bouncing off of rising smoke from the absolute carnage that is now Sci-Hoff. Again, the building that you are currently standing in is one of the only remaining buildings that's still standing. Everything else, it's more or less vacant at this point. It feels like Paxton, the town that you met Brenna, Mix, and Nicole in. So the smell of smoke is permeating everything, even your room as you fall asleep in your rage. Q and Cass, what are you guys doing?
Q's gonna just look at Cass and just be like, "You're going to bed?"
Yeah.
Okay. Me too. He's gonna go up to his and Augustus' room, and he's gonna spend some time. He's gonna pull that bedpan out from under the bed, and he's going to break off the legs of any chairs that are in there, any wooden chairs, like doors and shit. And he's just gonna kind of like get as much tinder as he can in the little metal bedpan, and he's just gonna cast Create Bonfire in the middle of the room.
Okay.
And sit sort of cross-legged next to the bonfire to warm up, just like he used to, and look at the moon like he used to when he was a kid out in the waste. And he's just gonna pull out the letter that Augustus handed to him, look over it again, and just crumple it up and throw it in the fire. And then he's gonna kind of like lay down in the fetal position next to the fire and go to sleep.
Okay. Eventually, sleep does find you, Q, and by this point, the legs of the chair that you had disassembled, it's more or less just embers at this point. But sleep does find you, and it's fitful, and it's uncomfortable, but it is familiar to you. Cass, what are you doing?
Are there rooms side by side?
Yes, I believe. Yeah. Yes.
Cass is going to...
You definitely heard the chair, and you definitely heard the mirror shattering.
And I smell the fire, I'm sure.
Yes.
I will
but
say
it's honestly make a nature make a nature check.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You can tell that the fire is not the fire from outside. You can tell that it's nearby.
Cass is going to go into the hallway, turn into a white wolf, and sleep in between their doors. Watching their doors.
Okay. So, Kess, you fall asleep in the hallway. You can hear the crackling of fire from Q's room. You can probably hear Pierce grunting and grinding his teeth as he sleeps fitfully. And eventually sleep finds you as well. What were you about to say?
Whenever she wakes up, she won't be a wolf anymore.
Okay.
She'll just turn back. But
Yeah, that resets at dawn. So, yeah.
well, it'll be 4
guys-
hours. It resets like after 4 hours.
Okay.
So she wouldn't recast it.
I
sort of
gotcha.
thing.
So, you guys all fall asleep, and the evening turns to morning. The sun begins to rise. There is no bustle on the street below you. The only thing that actually wakes you, and it gets to Pierce and Q before it gets to Cass, but is the sunlight poking over the horizon. And it's the start of a new day. The fires are still burning in Sci-Hoff. You wake up not feeling probably a whole lot better than you did when you fell asleep, but you have taken a long rest. So you can mark that, casters, if you'd like to prepare your spells. Granted, let's see. Q, just out of curiosity, Q, do you prepare spells, or is that just, you don't?
no, it's just cast at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
I got what I got, and that's what I got.
Hey, Ori.
Yo,
Sorry, can you turn your sensitivity? I'm losing the lowest.
Make it
the...
more sensitive.
Yeah.
yeah, I've been kind of eking it up because I know it was different, but
Yeah.
Turn it up to 11.
well, I need to turn it up to like 50.
You're
but
quiet.
I get you.
I keep losing your quietness.
It's a very somber thing, so we have to compensate for that with production. Ha.
Yeah, it
Cass-
sounded a little weird to be like, and I sit down in a fit of rage.
Yeah.
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 Cass
right.
is still asleep in the hallway.
Okay, but now you're in Kess form. So the day at this point is yours.
I kind of want somebody to clip that I sit down in a fit of rage thing. I want that like just as my ringtone.
54 minutes in. Just
Yeah.
Okay. Pierce is
Alright,
gonna
what are we
come
doing,
out. He's gonna come out of his room. He's gonna stretch and go, "What are you doing?"
She sits up. like,
Did you get drunk?
why absurd? Yeah, had too much ale.
He believes that. All right, well, fix your shit. We're gonna go to Evercrest.
Okay. Has Q come out yet?
Let's find out.
Uh,
He bangs on the front of Q's door.
Q freaks out in the middle of the and he like
He's not out yet.
rapidly grabs like all of his weapons and whatever, and like gets attack ready.
Okay. Okay.
Cass just says, "Good morning."
He lowers his weapons.
Come on, kid, pack your shit.
Well, like, don't. Okay. Starts packing his shit. Kicks the bedpan a little bit, and just like he would be covering the ashes, and realizes there's not dirt all around it.
Right. Right. But when you kick it, ashes do kind of go airborne.
It sort of does the same thing. All right. Well, I'm ready to go. Which are we going? North, south? I don't
South.
actually know which of those directions mean what. Like, I've just heard people say them, and I've always been too afraid to ask. What does north mean?
Q is that Griffin McElroy meme. I don't know what north and south is, and I'm too
I'm too afraid to ask.
I'm gonna go down to the bar, and is the barkeeper awake or is she passed out?
She's awake. She's bustling around. She looks kind of frustrated, but she's making breakfast, and she's kind of, you can see she's there's actually like she's started packing some things up. It looks as if she is perhaps leaving.
Hey,
Yeah, hi. Yeah.
where do you keep your empty bottles?
I've got some under here. I've got some around back. Why? What do you need them for?
Can I have them?
Be my guest.
I'm gonna collect as many as I can. I'm just gonna be like, I collect them, and I'm just gonna start putting them in my bag of holding. And
Okay.
I am doing this. I'm trying to get all the ones downstairs before Pearson Q. As soon as I said good morning to Q, run downstairs. Let's start doing that, and then I'm gonna go outside. I don't want them to see it.
Okay. Roll a straight D20 for me, please.
Okay, I'm looking. Oh man.
Well, tell me, if you're looking for something specific, tell me what it is.
I'm looking for a
Like-
specific amount.
Okay. How many are you looking for?
I want 22.
Okay. Then make that an investigation check.
Dang it. I should have guided myself. 13.
13. Okay. You're able to find a lot of the ones you find are cracked and broken. You're able to find 15, 16.
Okay. I put them in my bag.
Okay.
Pierce will come down and he's tromping down the stairs. He's, you hungover or you awake? Towards the back of the bar.
Little of both.
Fantastic. We're heading out. What do we owe you?
She kind of looks around and she sees this wreckage of a bar, and everywhere around her is absolute chaos. Let's call it 10 gold and call it a day, huh?
All right, 15 if you never saw us.
Who are you?
Exactly. He
Yeah,
puts 15 gold on the.
Pleasure drinking with you.
Pierce walks outside. He sees Cass, but he doesn't go up to her. He just sort of waits for Q to come out.
Okay.
Q, bounds down the stairs and just kind of takes a look around and walks out.
Okay. All right. So you all are standing outside?
All
I'm
right.
guessing we're like mounting our horses, honestly.
Well, before that, Pierce takes out his gun and the long gun, takes out Iris and he sets it on the ground. He goes, "All right, this is it. Decision time. We waffled around for 6 hours last night, and I want us to feel good about what we're doing. So where are we going?"
Evercrest, sir.
That's the place. Yeah, that one.
Okay, good enough for me. Let's go.
Okay.
Goes to get horses.
Cass.
Yeah.
Augustus used to help me up. Can you?
Mhm.
Up.
Very softly help him up there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. You got? Do you need me to like tie your leggies in or like anything?
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
He
Okay.
doesn't need a fucking juice
Yeah.
box. Let's go.
Wait, do we have juice boxes?
No.
Do you want one?
No.
What is this? Questions only?
No.
Okay. So you guys start to mount up and make your way through. As you guys are mounting up, Brenna, Mix, and Nicole actually stumble out of the bar as well, and they see you mounting up.
Oh
Nicole
yeah.
says, "Oh, you guys are taking off then, huh?"
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys are here.
Yeah, I mean, you look like you're in trouble. We're leaving too. We just I'm just glad we met up with you so we can say goodbye. But we gotta head back to Vendrier. We gotta tell some people what we saw. There's smart people over there. Maybe they can help us figure out some stuff. But it was lovely to meet y'all. Where are you guys headed?
Evercrest.
Evercrest.
Apparently,
Okay.
there's no survivors, so we're going
Oh.
to see. You know.
Oh, heck
We're
of a
gonna
heck
go-
of a place to go.
Yeah.
No survivors.
We're gonna go check on that.
And we're gonna make sure there were no survivors.
Brenna kind of cocks her eyebrow. Are you sure that's a good idea then?
He said what he said.
But that's you guys are you all are perfectly capable. But it's been a pleasure meeting you all.
If we were gonna like stay in contact, what would we need?
Oh
to...
well, I can talk to you guys whenever. Just I got the whole brain thing. I can use the magic thing to like talk to your noggins. You'll be able to hear me. Are you guys like put off by that, or we can?
Pierce
Oh,
loves
Jesus.
it.
Yes, we are.
No,
Pierce
Pierce,
loves that.
loves it when people do that. That's his favorite thing.
He's very good at communication. I don't know if you've
I'm
if you've
getting
been able
some
to tell.
I'm getting some mixed signals. I'm not exactly sure who to believe. So why don't
Yeah,
I
just you let me know if you need anything. There's enough voices going on in these heads. I'll just keep shit straight.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll damn it, Steve. All right. Well, I'll be in contact with you if we figure anything out. And likewise, if you can find a way to get in contact with us, please do. It's it's hard times. It's hard times.
So you can send messages to anybody?
Yeah.
Do it.
I mean, providing it's better if I know them. It's a little bit harder if I don't know who they are. But I can I can try, as they say.
Pierce. Are we on horses or off horses? We're on horses at this point, right?
You were mounting up. Yeah, you might.
We were
be.
mounting. Okay.
I'll let you say whether or not you were.
Trot over to Kess, and Pierce leans in and go, "If you can send a message, but if you do, other people will know where we're going. And that's fine. Just consider the danger." And then he backs up so that Kess can make the decision.
Why do you do you guys need me to send a message right now? I don't care to.
Maybe? I hop off my horse. But I kind of am not really. She's thinking.
Mix kind of looks around. I'm sensing a weird energy here. Is everything all right?
Could send a message to Zeffy. See if it goes through. Or I could send a message home. But I'd rather them not worry about me to begin with.
Look, pal, I can send 2 messages. That's just dandy. Like
That's not what I
do...
wanted you to say. I didn't need to know that.
While Kess is thinking,
I apologize
I
sincerely.
like limits.
I just you've done so much. You've done so much to help us out. It's just fine. I'll only do 1 message for you. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Yes, thank
from
you.
me? I'll only do 1 message for you, but you should know that I will do another if you decide that you want me to. I'm sorry.
while Kess is thinking, Pierce is gonna trot up to the side of Q, and he's gonna non-threateningly, he's gonna pull out a sidearm, and he's gonna go,
Whoa.
"You want to learn how to shoot this week?"
That makes a lot of noise, and that's not really my style. But like, it makes things go boom, so I'm not against it.
Okay, then we're gonna learn how to shoot this thing this week.
Okay. Cool. It's not gonna hurt. Does it hurt? Do you have to like?
Hell yeah!
I mean, like, does it hurt me?
It'll probably hurt you,
Okay, cool.
but we'll
that's
go
fine.
over everything. It's fine.
I want to try to explain Zeffy to Nicole.
Okay. Make. Da 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 da.
Is it charisma?
Um.
What is it normally?
What?
Whatever.
Persuasion?
No, it wouldn't be persuasion. I
I
wouldn't
want
think.
to say
would
it's charisma, but I might be wrong.
I think a charisma check would work.
You can do that, or an intelligence check if you're trying to get her to recall like the most details. So it's just up to the DM.
Yeah, I'll leave that up to you, Kess. Whichever one you prefer, charisma or intelligence.
17.
17. Okay, yeah.
I should have guided myself. Dang it! Emotions got me not thinking about guidance.
Hey, thus is
Weird.
The
That's what they do.
That's, yeah. So, but yeah, with you still rolled 17. So, like with that, you're able to pretty efficiently describe Zeffy to Nicole.
Okay. Now just say. What do we want to say to Zeffy, guys?
Are you dead?
I was going to suggest maybe something a little different. I was going to say, "Are you alive?"
Oh. I'm getting mixed signals from you, Pierce.
Well, here's the thing. If we get a reply back, probably alive. So we might could skip that altogether. Because if we get a reply at all, alive. If we get no reply,
Then
Okay,
she
just
might
say,
ask.
"How are you?"
Oh.
So like, how's Evercrest? How are the Isles?
Notice
Where-
any weird green lights?
We are coming back.
Yeah, just send a message and say we're coming back.
Okay.
Okay, I can do that.
Oh, tell them that this is us. This is
This is Cass and Pearson, Lizard Boy, Q right over yonder, right? Okay, yeah. All right, so yeah, let me just let me give me just a second. She kind of like closes her eyes and breathes for a moment, and she kind of frowns. A moment passes. she says her exact words were, "I'm alive, but fucking barely. Do not come back here."
Riddick said don't come back. Zephy said don't come back. I really feel like we should go back.
We're going back.
Yeah, we should probably go back.
Look at the DM.
I mean,
I knew it was a possibility.
Yeah.
look,
So you guys,
How do we?
look, you guys, please just be careful, all right? I got a bad feeling in my holy stomach because I'm a cleric.
you should probably get that checked out.
To what god, by the way?
No.
Just casual small talk.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who is my god? Let me see.
Wow.
Yeah,
Let
yeah.
me check the old Rolodex and see what my god is.
Nothing big, but like, what's your religion?
Yeah.
Just. Hey, who did you vote for last election? You want to also follow that up with what's your favorite sports teams
Oh
and
my
like their worst
God.
losses? Let's go.
My god is Lyra. Yeah, goddess of joy.
Of course, that makes a lot of sense. You're very joyful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and she takes off her holy symbol, and it's this like, this like 3 pointed stars. It's like, yeah, it's you look in the night sky, if you see this arrangement of stars, that's her, that's my girl.
My girl.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make the DM think on his toes, so that's cool. So,
D&D Beyond, you guys.
So, okay, I take out the bottle, Captain Riddick bottle.
Yeah.
Hey, we need a ride to Evercrest.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
No!
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
With disadvantage? Yes.
Oh, God.
As in this one?
No!
How'd it go?
9.
How'd it go, Lot? 9. I am not forcing my crew to go back to Evercrest. I am sorry.
Pierce leans in and whispers, "We can force his crew to go back to Evercrest."
At gunpoint.
I mean, maybe we can just hire another ship to take us. I don't really want to, gunpoint people to take us somewhere. But just wanting to know what our options are once we got to Shallow Grave, Okay. Well, let's go.
This should be fun.
Okay. It really was nice to meet you all. Just please keep in touch. Please be safe. Like you all sort of exchange pleasantries, and Brenna, Mix, and Nicole are loading up their wagon, and you guys mount up and start heading south. Who is in the lead?
Who was it that Pierce pointed his gun at when we first met them? Right
Brenna.
before we take
Brenna.
off. It was Brenna?
Mhm.
Okay. As we're trotting away, Pierce is going to look back and go, "Hey, whichever one of you I pointed my gun at, my bad."
Wait. Hold on. Here. And Q trots back. He takes out his federal booty inspector
Oh god.
No!
and he hands it to Brenna.
Bruno puts it on immediately. I think this looks good on me, doesn't it?
Oh my
I don't know why, I just felt like you should have this.
I appreciate it. I will wear it always.
Okay. Bye.
Godspeed, travelers.
God. Cash just waves.
And they wave at you, Brenna, abso-fucking-lutely wearing the federal booty investigator hat.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
You guys round a corner as you make your way out of town, again through this absolutely decimated town. rubble. You guys see wreckage of homes and the remnants of the contents inside as you're making your way out of town. Is there anything that you would like to do in town before you leave?
Oh, we have to hit the bank.
Just go see
You
if
pass
it's...
by the bank. It is destroyed.
Oh,
I think that was the bank.
oh. It does look familiar.
Yeah.
You can see like this giant vault door as the only thing that's standing in like a pile of rubble.
Is it open?
You remember when we locked the butterfly in there?
Yeah.
Isn't that wild? That was like yesterday.
Is the vault door open?
Yeah.
So there's like nothing. Looks like everything's been taken.
Make a perception check real quick. Some of Nicole's cadence just snuck out of Zach's
Seeped
voice. I don't know
in.
if you guys heard that.
19.
19. Okay. You can see a few pieces of silver from where you are. Not in abundance. You think there might be more in there, but you're not entirely sure.
We stopping? We going?
No,
You
we
can grab it if you want. I don't give a shit.
I have like 800 gold. I think I'm good.
I'll just leave it. I'll just borrow Q's gold if I need anything.
I don't know what I need it for. Like,
Q's my bank.
First National Bank of Cobalt. Okay. So you guys make your way out of town. You find the familiar. It's eventually the wreckage and the carnage and the destruction really it starts to just thin out to a point to where there's no clear distinction as to when you leave the town limits of Sci-Hoff. But there comes to a point to where you are standing in plain grassland once again with an open road in front of you. And that is where we're going to take a break.
A break?
take a break.
A break.
Oh man, I just switched to Grizzly Hills music. I gotta switch to the tavern
Grizzly
music
Hills,
now.
Grizzly
Hang
Hills,
on.
good music.
Hang on.
Do they call it
Hang on.
Grizzly Hills because in the hills there's like a whole lot of like polar bears?
Bears. Ha.
Yeah. I think they're just regular bears.
Sure, why not?
I think they're just like a bunch of like old men with giant beards.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Sure.
Break time?
All right, so we will be back in 10 minutes, I believe, is our normal standard break time. I always forget, but we will be right back. Please, do we have fan art to show? Do we have like a fan art slide? Are we doing that?
Yeah. There
Okay.
it is.
I didn't mean to.
Oh
Okay,
god,
here
Comes
the
the
thing-
fan art.
hang on, it's broken. There.
Oh God.
While
Oh,
you're waiting and when you
They're
before you
watching
come,
fan art now, but it's fine.
oh,
Go
that's
ahead.
fair. I was just saying it would be a good time to check out and donate to the Never Ending campaign.
Yes.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
No
That's
time
it.
like the present.
That's all. No time like now.
Okay, I'm fading you
All right.
guys out.
We'll be back in 10 minutes. Love you guys.
They can hear us.
Jazz hands.
Hi, friendos.
Jazz hands.
Hey, howdy, hey, it's
They can
us.
see
We're
us.
on a stream.
They can see us
Jazz
now.
hands.
We're on TV.
Let's play D&D. We're the Secret Adventure Society.
Oh,
God.
that's good.
That was really nice.
Yeah, that was the start of something special.
Something tells me I'm into something good. Anyway, welcome back, you guys. I hope you didn't go cry in the bathroom like I just did. I'm kidding. I didn't do that.
Every time I go to the bathroom, I don't know what you're talking about. Is that not
Part
what
of
the
the
bathroom's
process.
for?
Part of the process.
But yes,
I'm
we
just
are.
emotional.
Speb is like, I cried right here. Yeah, it's a.
I take a cry
it's-
right here.
You guys are gonna have to make a dick joke or something soon because like it's been been
there's-
a lot.
On it.
There's funny stuff, but it's like
On it.
heartwarmingly funny, which just equals more tears. And so I'm just not
Right,
emotionally,
right.
you know,
You're not emotionally
available.
available. Well, it's, the availability is being forced, so it seems. But anyway, welcome back. Before we get started in the game, just a reminder: please don't forget to go check out our friends at Neverending. They are. Goon, real quick before we get back into it, do you want to explain again, just real super quick, what Neverending is?
Yeah, so Neverending is one of my favorite things in the world because it's a character creator, and I love character creation. And they're a new one. Their Kickstarter just launched recently and was funded in 90 minutes. They have over 50 new weapons added with that goal, and their next goal is going to be bird people and then animal companions, which we all know you druids, wizards, all you guys love. So go check out their Kickstarter. Like I said, it's Neverending, and the website is beneverending.com. And honestly, I've been checking out their stuff. We've got some really cool things, hopefully, in the future with them. They're very nice people, and like Zach pointed out earlier, inclusivity is like a front line goal for them instead of just an afterthought. And it's they're very impressive. I think you guys can see that. All types of body types are included. I'm gonna stop talking now, but
Doing
you
great,
should
though.
go check them out because they're amazing.
I'm excited
And
because
their
eventually they're gonna have a animator that we're gonna be able to do a lot of really cool, fun stuff with. So that's another thing.
So keep an eye on them because they're up and coming.
They're
For
doing
sure.
stuff.
They're doing cool stuff.
And
Good,
then
good
for
shit.
all you old sci-fi fans, then you can kill the animator and have a re-animator.
Oh my god.
Anyone really old,
no, I'm
crappy
with you.
sci-fi?
Oh
Okay, cool.
god.
All right.
All right, so hopping back into the session, you guys have just trotted out of Sci-Hoff. You are on the road heading south. Can I get a marching order? It is probably like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning at this point. So can I get a marching order?
Pierce would be up front.
Okay.
Q would be in
And-
the back.
Who has the map?
Jindy had the map.
Jindy did have the map. Was it in the
Jindy-
bag that she?
Jindy 100% would have left the map.
Okay.
Yeah, she
then
100%
I have
left
it.
the map. Yeah.
Then I would have
Okay.
it.
Yeah, I'm
So-
not going to take that away from you guys. That's my fault. So yeah. So let's see. You guys are all right up there together, and it's daylight. So can I get survival checks from? Actually, just a survival check from Cass, please.
Can I have help from Pierce? Like if
If he
I
wants to give it,
show
sure.
him the map and stuff too.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in front.
Yeah,
He's the
Yeah.
He's
that's for sure. It might
Survival?
help. Do I roll if I'm helping?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Roll. You can. Yeah. 16.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And
Didn't
I
guide
helped
myself.
to the tune of 4.
So a
What'd you get,
16
Steve-O?
and a 4.
16 and 4. Okay. Steve-O, you're kind of just following Cass's lead. Like you're just when she tells you to veer to the left. You know,
This looks like a placemat at TGI Fridays.
So, yeah, you guys trudge along. Is there anything that you would like to be accomplishing while you're traveling?
Kess drawing animals in her book as best as she can while on a horse.
Okay.
Pierce has emptied out from his revolver the rounds from it, and he hands it over to Q. He's like, "Here, there's nothing in it. This one's not gonna bite you. But just can you even hold this?"
Grab the gun. I turn it and look at it directly.
Stop. Hold up.
Like,
hold
where
up.
do you? What?
That's the death part of it.
Oh, so you point that at them? He
Yeah.
just holds it.
Whoever has made you mad, or you want to die, you point at them, and then there's a little thing in there. That's you press that, and it explodes, and it'll kill stuff.
Okay.
Just in case you need, just in case you need to grab it.
Okay.
Good to know how to use it.
When he says
Can I
whoever
spin it?
whoever made you mad or who you want to die, like Kess just like laughs, but she's just like drawing, like so dumb, and then yeah.
I'm gonna try to spin it.
Okay, make a dexterity check just for the hell of it, just for fun.
That was the goal. Oh, good. A 13.
Okay. Yeah, so you twist it and it kind of like dangles on your finger. It doesn't quite go all the way back around, but you still feel kind of cool.
Oh, okay. I just see, like, okay. But there's nothing in it. Like, I should load like an arrow in it, right? I'm joking. I'm not that big of a dummy. Like, I've seen you use bullet.
But at the same time, what if you did?
I mean, I don't have any arrows, but
Well, I'm probably thinking about it too hard. Anyway, we'll have another lesson again later. Pierce takes it back.
okay. Cool. I mean, if you want, whatever you think makes me better.
Okay. You guys travel along, probably stop around midday to have, lunch and rest for a little while, then continue on. Is there anything you guys would like to do before the end of the day as evening falls?
Once we make camp, I have something.
Okay. So yeah, eventually you guys find a nice place that you feel like you can set up camp. There's actually like you actually find like a stone ring where it looks like maybe this is a place where travelers have camped before. There's no signs of life here at the moment, but
Okay.
at this point it's probably 5 o'clock in the evening. Sun is getting pretty low.
Sun's getting real low.
Sun's getting real low, big guy.
You guys should take a walk.
I think she's
Yeah. I think she is too.
okay. Cass, if you
Whatever.
have to poop, you just tell us and we'll go look the other way. That's the way this has always worked.
Okay, fine. I have
Walk
to
away.
poop. Will you please go away?
Okay.
Yes, God, yes, let's go.
Just walk.
Pierce, let's go.
Yeah, just like 15 minutes. Just go that way.
Okay.
As soon as they can't really like see me anymore, DM,
Yep.
I'm gonna start using mold earth to make these little like raised of different sizes and different like lengths away, like not tables but kind of like things that I can sit things on top of. Okay.
Mhm. Like pedestals, sort of.
Yeah, and then I want to make a long one, with a stairs on one side of it, and then the other side doesn't have stairs, but it's kind of like like waist high,
Okay.
like a half barrier kind of thing.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm gonna take all of the bottles, and I'm gonna go put them on the different like pedestals, and the pedestals are different like heights as well.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I just wait on them to come back.
Okay. Make an intelligence check for me.
Oh, that was good. 30-20.
Dirty 20. Okay, yeah. You have set up what you feel to be an exceptional arrangement for what it is that you're trying to do. I'm not going to say it for you, but
Okay.
so okay.
I actually, and I didn't tell Zach I was gonna do this, so he just knows me.
Yeah.
Well,
So
not how I was gonna do it.
right. So as you guys walk away from Kess, is there anything that you guys are going to be doing as you walk away, or are you just gonna like walk away for a little while and then come back? What are your plans?
Q just starts whistling. It sounds really weird because I don't know if kobolds have lips.
Are you crying?
Huh?
Is
Not
that you
anymore,
crying?
no. You want to shoot some shit?
Yeah.
Is there anything alive around here that needs to not be? Maybe dinner?
Let's take a look. Pierce is going to look around for wildlife.
Okay. Make
Q would like to also look around for wildlife.
for the purposes of this, let's say survival checks.
That's a natural 20.
Natural
That's
20.
a fifth.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
15. Okay. You both actually see a rabbit off in the distance. Like you see ruffling in the tall grass, and you're able to make out that it's a rabbit.
Bet I can bullseye that swamp rabbit from my...
God.
From your T16 back home.
Yeah, I was trying to make T16 but fantasy, but I couldn't. I lost it.
No, I bet you can bullseye that too, but can you do it with the gun?
I don't know.
Pier- Pierce loads a single round into the revolver and hands it
One in the
to
chamber.
Q.
Okay.
And then
Alright.
Pierce takes his out and goes, "You go first."
Okay.
Okay.
Q points the gun at the rabbit. Isn't quite sure how to aim with the thing. Kind of.
Okay.
Well, he's familiar with how to shoot an arrow, so I believe he'd find the notch in the gun.
Sure. It's not a simple weapon though, so I'm gonna say roll. When you fire, roll with disadvantage to hit.
I will say, because I'm a Hexblade Warlock, I do have proficiency in martial weapons, but I will still like disadvantage makes sense because it's not a martial weapon either; it's a gun.
Right.
So
It's a complicated piece of machinery, not a martial weapon.
yeah. So what's the modifier? I don't have the gun.
Gah.
Uh,
What is the modifier, Pierce? 'Cause it
the
was a weapon
pistol's
modifier.
hit is
Plus
plus 8 to hit.
That's with your dex. So okay, all right. It's not looking great.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, the rabbit.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's with the plus 8, but then like taking effect, I think it's a 12 plus 4.
Okay.
I believe.
Okay.
So 16.
So yeah, the rabbit is like you're kind of firing blindly into grass, and you see like movement, but you see just enough of like gray fur, and you fire, and it hits. So go ahead and roll the hit, or roll
You roll
damage.
damage.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, can you just roll that for me, Pierce? Since you have the gun, just roll the damage for the gun.
Oh yeah,
Sorry, I'm using D&D Beyond, so I don't know what like the
I'm sure.
numbers.
I'm keeping track of ammo and everything at the same
Actually,
time.
you know what? I'm not going to make you do that because rabbits have a hit point. So I'm
Well-
gonna say that go ahead and takes care of it. So yeah,
Perfect.
you fire, and this creature ceases living.
Oh,
Pierce looks at him, and he looks at the rabbit, and he pulls the gun back from Q, and he holsters it again, and he looks a little distressed, less impressed than you think he would look like. He looks a little distressed. All right,
I'm gonna be honest. My hand feels like that one time where this like giant, like electric beast. Oh, the dragon. You were there. Like it feels like that, but just my hand. It's like vibrating.
Mhm.
Is that normal? My ears kind of hurt too.
Yeah, you get used to that. Go grab dinner.
Oh, Q kind of runs off almost on all fours towards dinner.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Easily enough, you're able to find it and fetch it.
Pierce, there's like shit in it, like little pieces of metal. Is that normal?
That is also normal. You'll have to take that out. Let's go back.
Okay.
All right.
So you guys make your way back, probably about a five or so minute walk, just kind of over a hill. And when you get back, you see the place that you left Kess with camp set up, and you see this elaborate arrangement. Kess, would you like to?
Cass, did you make this?
Yeah,
What the hell?
it's a
Huh?
it's a shooting range.
I mean, I gotta say, the house was more impressive.
Yeah, but I spent all my
What the
power today doing this, Q, so I can't make a house. I'm sorry.
No more house spell slots.
Oh, no, wait, what do we do with it? What's the shooting range?
So I'm gonna take Q and I'm gonna put him on the steps part because I made like a little step place for him. And I'm gonna be like, you stand here, and then
Okay.
all those bottles that are in different places and stuff, you know, like you see if you can shoot them and like knock them over and bust them.
Do I eat the bottle? Wait, I'm confused.
No,
You
it's just for fun.
Oh.
It's for fun.
Okay.
Okay, how about this? What if you use your magic bow?
Oh, you mean
thing?
this? And he pulls out the bow.
Yeah. I'll shoot, and whoever can hit the most wins.
Okay. Sounds like good practice.
Pierce
Yeah.
looks at Cass and he goes, "Count us down," and he pulls out. For this, he's gonna pull out the pistol. His two pistols.
Okay.
I count them down. But
Wait, how many
after
bottles are?
after Q says practice, I say no fun. It's for fun.
Does not compute. It's not a word that we would probably know. That doesn't make any sense to me, Cass.
You'll see. After you have some fun, you'll understand.
Okay.
Okay. So, Cass, you're counting them down. So to do this, we're gonna make a. We're just gonna make a series of. Let's see. We're gonna make a series of checks like to hit with your weapon as well as dexterity checks. So, is now Cass, the way that the thing is set up, like, does each person have their own number of bottles
No,
to shoot, or is it all okay?
it's all just open. They both each have a place to stand that's behind that barrier thing, and Q has steps.
Okay.
But other than that, everything is just at different lengths away and different heights.
Okay. All right. So if that's the case,
We'll count the ones that have bullet holes at the end. The rest will probably not have holes.
Okay. How about this? Can I get each of you to roll initiative?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
12.
13.
Oh!
Okay. So Q, you have the leg up. So
I'll put my leg down. Okay. So.
Okay. So yeah.
All right. All right. So just shoot. Just shooty in the bottle. Got it.
Yep.
Well, he's got.
And you have 2 attacks per. So for all intents and purposes, this is going to be a turn of combat.
Got it.
So
Perfect. All right, so I mean he's gonna take 2 shots with the blight bow as quickly as he can.
Okay.
That's a 15 and a 14.
15 hits. So you get 1.
Got 1. Okay, missed. You didn't see that.
Okay, Pierce.
Okay. Pierce rolls. That's a natural 1.
That's gonna miss.
And
Oh,
if I'm not mistaken, that jams.
That backfires that weapon, yeah.
Yeah. Right hand pistol is jammed, and then left hand pistol fire
Okay.
is a 26.
26 hits. So yeah, you get 1. Q, you're up.
okay.
1 and 1.
2 more shots. Oh yeah. 19.
19 hits.
Oh, and a 15 again.
19 and 15 both hit. So Q is 3, Pierce is 1. Pierce, you're up.
Pierce
Rolling like booty,
holsters the right pistol that jammed. He's gonna worry about that later. Fires once. It's a 23,
That hits.
and second fire is a 19.
Though they both hit. Tie ball game. Q, you're up.
Ba-dum-bum. Hold on. No. That's okay. 2 more shots.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 11.
11 misses.
Oh no. And 15. Okay.
15
I
hits.
rolled 3 15s and this just the
For the AC is 15, yeah.
Yeah.
So, 4 to 3, Pierce, you're up.
I'm trying very hard to keep track of ammo as we do this. That was 3 shots down. Right one is jammed, and there's how many was in the chain? Like, what was my load?
It's either
do
6
you remember?
or 8.
I think
let me
it's
look and
6.
see, it'll say.
I don't think it's 8. If it's either one of those, then it's 6. So 4 left in this
It's
gun.
4. You have
Is
to
it
reload
4?
on 4. Uh-huh.
Okay, so that was 2 from that. So there's 2 shots left, so I'll
Okay.
fire twice from that gun.
Okay.
That is a 23,
Okay, 23 hits.
and that's 13.
13 misses. So, time, I believe, actually just runs out, and you guys are perfectly tied.
How many bottles are left?
There was 15, I think, right?
That was just 1 round. So yeah, there were 15 total, and that was let's see, Pierce had 4 and Q had 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, there's 7 left.
Cass, line them back up. I can do better this time. Please?
Well, they shattered, but there's 7
Oh.
left. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. Music broke.
Oh, so another round.
Yeah, we're gonna roll initiative again.
Oh, okay.
God, again.
Natural
I'm gonna
20.
say that was natural. Okay.
19.
19. Okay, so Q is going first, and
Okay.
Pierce, I'll say that you can reload in this time. Like
In
you don't have to use an
in between
action.
rounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Found there,
You rolled a
there we
hit.
go. That's 25
Hits.
and 22.
Hits. So 2. Pierce.
Fires 11.
11 misses.
14.
14 misses. So Q, you just 2 bottles shatter, and Pierce, when you shoot, they just both go wide, and actually one of them you hear like wedging into the mud that Kess has rigged up, and then another one it just soars off into the grass. You hear it as it pierces into the grass. Q, you're up.
Q looks over and gets this really, really cocky look on his face. It's just like, ha ha ha. And he rolls, a 25
Hits.
and then a 22.
Dangerous.
Hits.
He's dangerous.
Okay, so 4-0. Pierce has 2 shots before he has to reload, and there's 3 bottles left.
Shot 1
So it's about right at
is
this point.
15.
Hits.
18.
Hits. So you have 2 hits, but you are out of ammunition, so you'll have to reload. But Q, you are up again. There is one single bottle left.
Okay, Q looks at that bottle and he's going to try and he takes the weapon. He's really cocky, and so it shrinks in his hand. And he uses one of his shots to change the weapon to a boomerang.
Okay.
And he's gonna flip the boomerang around to try to get it to come back. And
You said a bonerang?
Bonerang.
Bonerang? Cool.
But bonerang sounds great too.
Bonerang. Wow.
Yeah, that's what the. Anyway, I'm gonna shoot it with the. Oh no!
What did you do?
It's a 13.
A 13 misses. So yeah,
And-
whip, it goes wide and comes all the way back to you. Pierce.
And wait.
oh, wait,
yeah,
I have one more. Yep.
Do I? No,
Oh,
that was
no, yeah,
one. But do
that's-
I have a bonus action?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Oh no. Full action. Never mind. Crap.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right. Pierce.
Okay, first action will reload.
Okay. So deftly, just you reload, kind of cursing under your breath, probably.
Pierce actually very silent. He's not
Okay.
angry at what's going on. He's
Stoic.
watching Q
Okay.
and watching him like murder pretty efficiently. Pierce is going to fire twice, but purposefully miss. He's aiming
Okay.
not at the bottle, he's aiming wide.
Okay. 2 shots wide.
Yeah.
Both go off into the ground.
Just wide. And he will feign a goddamn it, and then
Okay. Okay. Q.
Okay. So the boomerang comes right back to Q. And he kind of looks a little frustrated that it missed in the first place. And so he changes it back to his bow and then takes one more shot.
Okay.
And that's 25.
25 hits. So yeah, as you fire with the bow once more, this the cloudy arrow forms in your hand, and knowingly you let it go, and it just shatters into a million pieces. Glass sort of like flies into all this mud that Kess has shaped around you, and you guys look around, and there's just like shattered glass all over this ground. All this like raw clay, basically.
Q has forgotten himself a little bit and just has like this bloodlust in his eyes and looks at Kess and it's just like, what did I win?
Pierce puts his hand back on his pistol, just in like he's more guarded now. He sees that Q is having a moment and isn't quite sure what he's gonna do.
The trophy. Go grab one of the busted bottles and present
Okay.
it to Q as the trophy.
Oh man, Q's
Q-
inventory is wild.
It's mostly empty now. He's gotten rid of a lot of things.
Right.
So he just takes the I'm assuming like a sharded bottle and just says, "Thank you."
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's like it's a broken off like neck of a bottle that's, you know, it looks like someone cracked it off in a bar to
Was this like a beer bottle or a wine bottle? Like what
it
size?
was like a
bottle?
liquor bottle.
yeah,
liquor
like
bottle,
a
okay,
big liquor
yeah.
bottle.
Perfect. Can I add that to my inventory as a dagger?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Please
that's
God do
fair.
that.
I just have a shiv. That's
I-
great.
I live for this chaos. Y'all don't even know. Okay, so yeah, you guys are standing amongst this wreckage and bullet pierced earth. This shooting range that Kess has put together. The sun is below the horizon at this point in time. There's like pinkish purple clouds in the sky. The moon is up. You're starting to see some stars come out. As a matter of fact, you can see you notice the 3 stars that Nicole was talking about when you had your conversation with her earlier, the symbol of her goddess. You actually notice it, maybe even for the first time.
Well,
But the evening is yours.
that wasn't really supposed to turn into a competition or anything. But I hope you guys had fun. She's just looking at all the busted bottles like,
Q's
okay.
not listening. He is over in like the corner of the area, taking the shiv and like pretending to jab it into enemies.
Hey, do you guys remember that time your druid invented littering?
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, this area now looks like the house I grew up in, so
Nobody walk over here barefooted.
yeah.
No. That was enlightening.
You mean fun?
I don't see any lightning. It doesn't appear to be storming.
God.
I'm gonna clean up and take first watch.
Okay.
Pierce walks towards the mess.
Yeah, Cass.
Oh, wait. She turns back around. How the fuck are we gonna sleep out here? The guy that made our house fucked off.
Oh, hang on. Will you clean that up, and I'll work on something. I'm gonna use mold earth and make a tiny little cave in the ground.
Okay. Now, mold earth. How big of an area can you?
It's a
effectively mold earth?
cantrip.
Okay.
So
So you can do it as many times as you want.
Yeah, and it moves like
5 cubic feet
5 cubic feet at a time.
per 6 seconds.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make
Okay.
like a little like den, I guess.
She's literally over there playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Pierce is like kicking together some of the glass shards and stuff. He's annoyed with himself that he got used to the luxury of the dome of the tiny hut. Like he feels embarrassed at what he just said. It's like kicking stuff around.
Okay.
When she's done, she's just like dirt house.
Cass, I really think that you've gone a step backwards from the last
Well, I
house.
told you I used my really powerful magic to make the shooting
Oh.
range.
Mm.
So
Okay.
I can't make the cottage today. I look at Pierce and I'm like,
He's never gonna get it.
A little worried about you. You know, I thought we were supposed to be getting stronger. And he goes back to Errol Fleming over in the corner. Hey,
I'll catch you, bitch.
no, he stopped cursing earlier.
Oh, he did stop cursing. That's right. I just imagine. Have you guys seen the meme of like that goofy drawing wielding a knife? That's what I imagine Q
Yep.
looks like right now.
Yeah, but much shorter. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, Pierce, you said you're taking first watch. Does
Yeah.
anyone else have anything you'd like to do before you bed down for the evening?
Pierce, do you want like company? Like, do you
No.
need help? Okay,
No.
because I have this, and I pop Tibbins out into existence.
Okay.
The owl.
Yeah. Not, she wasn't meaning her, because she needs to sleep. She is meaning.
I will take owl help.
Okay. And Tibbins just goes and
He, like, ruffles his feathers.
If Pierce lets him, well, are you sitting down? He'll just go like sit by you.
Yeah. Pierce will go sit down, a few feet away from Dirt House.
'Cause it's a dirt house.
Okay. So is everyone else going to sleep in Dirt House? Is everyone else taking a dirt nap?
Oh my gosh. Tibbins is
Yes.
small, by the way. He's in his little owl form.
I picture him as Arthur from Sword in the Stone when they turn into owls.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's how I picture Tibbins. You have the bigger what is his name? It's not a big deal. The other
Right.
person, Merlin. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
And then little Arthur was.
I love that you figured it out and you thanked us. Anyway.
Yeah.
So can I get perception checks from Tibbins and Pierce?
Yep.
And Kess, is that with your perception?
No, it's with the owls.
Okay. Tibbins has his. Okay.
But he has advantage.
He does
Yeah.
have advantage.
I love
18.
owls.
Natural 20 plus 5.
Okay. 18 and a natural 20. Pierce, as you're sitting there, the moon gets higher, the stars are piercing. It's like a crisp evening. Every once in a while you hear Tibbins like flutter his wings a little bit and like scratch his head under his wing. You look out and across the roughly beaten path that you guys have been traveling on, and behind you where the shooting range that you guys set up was. You feel confident as you sit up for several hours during your watch that you don't see anything.
Pierce snaps at Tibbins to try to get his attention. Do you understand me?
Cass, does Tibbins understand?
He's technically a fey creature. So I'm pretty sure. Yes. Right, Ori? Yeah?
Oh my God, there's one that Goon doesn't know.
That's how he's technically a familiar. He's a fey
He's
creature.
your familiar.
Yeah, I think he
And
only
he's a fae.
understands you.
Oh, just
Yeah.
me? Okay.
No one's ever tried to talk to my familiar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
Leave it to me to break the game. I found a
I'm
glitch.
sure there are
How do you
rules
find a
out
glitch
there.
in D&D?
Here, we can look it up real quick.
Literally, no one's ever tried to talk to my familiars. I don't think.
Am I the Neo of D&D, y'all?
You just like all of the sudden we unplug and it's just Locke, Goon, and like we're just sitting there. We're no longer in the Matrix.
It can understand me.
Okay, I do not think it can understand Steve-O. That's what we're gonna say.
No,
Okay.
it can't.
Um,
No.
Okay. It didn't feel right, but I wanted to check and make sure. So, Pierce, as you say, can you understand me? Tibbins just kind of blinks at you.
Okay, good. You're all right, little guy. And he scratches the back of his head.
As you do that, he spins his head all the way around, back and forth, as if like telling you to get like the back of his neck, but he turns the back of his neck all the way to you. And you guys sit up for several hours, and your watch comes to an end. Are you going to wake anyone up?
Yeah, Pierce will walk back in and he'll kick Kess in the leg. And go, next.
You know, you could have just said my name. You didn't have to kick me. Yeah. Okay. I'll wake up and go sit
Sounds
outside.
like
Okay. Can I get a perception check from you, Kess?
I don't have Tibbins, by the way.
Okay.
18.
Okay. Again, your watch comes and goes. You're confident that you guys are in no danger. You look around behind you, and you are you're proud of the shooting gallery that you were able to put together. You like, as you're sitting, kind of thinking of the events of the days that have come and gone. The shooting gallery that's behind you is kind of what your attention keeps coming back to, but you find yourself in you hear nothing or see nothing that causes you to think you guys are in any immediate danger.
She's gonna go off a little bit, just in the grass, and bend down and sit and grow a flower.
Okay.
White flower with a black center. And she's just gonna be like, really hope Evercrest is a good idea. I hope we can even make it there. And I know you can't really talk back or anything right now, but any kind of guidance or information, I would appreciate it, because I don't really know what's going on like usual. But yeah.
Kess, as you're sitting there just kneeling in the high grass, you hear a ruffling behind you, and you hear a combination of like a growl and a purge. You turn around, and there is a stark black bobcat creeping up in the grass behind you. And he finds you, and he sits next to you.
Can I pet him?
You can try.
I'm gonna pet him.
Okay. Yeah. You pet him, and he just continues purring.
I'm just gonna be like, can you talk to me right now? Or is this... No. Okay. Well, it's funny because I don't know if you showing up means good or bad. But at least I'm not, lonely. So that's good.
He kind of lies down in the grass.
Okay. I just continue petting him.
Okay. You sit there petting him, looking up at the stars, clear sky, feeling the nip in the air, seeing your breath as fog leaving your body as you exhale. And it's colder than it's been, and it's sort of biting and refreshing. And this creature next to you's fur is incredibly warm. You pet him for a little while as you're looking up at the stars. Eventually you're petting him, and there's nothing there anymore.
Okay. I get back up and go back to the camp.
Okay. And again, your watch continues to come and go without any kind of alert. You going to wake anyone up?
Yeah, I'm gonna wake you up.
Okay.
Eh?
Hey.
What?
Can you keep watch to make sure that nothing hurts us?
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, honestly. What?
Oh.
I was just saying I was getting really good sleep. It feels good out here. Little cave. Honestly, I take back what I said earlier. This is better than the cabin.
I figured that you would like it. So.
You were gonna say something?
What's your favorite animal not to eat?
Well.
Like little animal?
Well, I mean, there were like these little lizards that kind of look like mini-me's.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't red though. Like they were just like little yellow looking, fat neck, kind of rounded, lizards that were sort of the same color as dirt, but like they used to just kind of hang out and chill.
I popped Tibbins back in, but now he's like a little lizard like Q's describing.
He's describing a bearded dragon.
Okay,
if,
he's a bearded
yeah.
dragon. Do I have a
might-
card for that?
I highly
I
doubt it.
doubt
Probably
it.
lizard though.
I don't see my lizard card either. I can look it up though to see what my perception would be. Anyways,
You want me to find that for you?
yeah, please. I give it to Q.
Oh,
Don't
Is
eat
this-
him. Remember my owl?
yeah. Where'd he go?
Well, this is him, but he's a lizard now, and he's gonna keep you company while you watch for us.
Oh, cool. I still call him Tibbins.
Yeah. If you,
Okay.
I mean, you can call him whatever you want. He doesn't. I call him Tibbins, but you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
He licks
He
his
can-
eyeball.
Okay.
Q licks his eye. No, I'm just kidding.
I wish.
Okay, well, come on, Tip.
I feel like he's just like holding this like little lizard.
Yeah, he doesn't know what to do.
Tip,
He
tip.
puts him on his shoulder.
Nice fan art.
Go.
So
Okay, Q, can I get a perception check, please?
Yeah. Yeah.
oh, and what is the perception of the lizard? I'll roll.
I sent it to you.
Ooh.
It's perception is pretty low.
Ooh.
Blip.
It's probably gonna be -2, I believe.
Oh no!
It's
an-
okay.
it's an 8.
Okay.
Q rolled an 18 with a natural 18 with modifier of 0. So
Okay.
18.
Okay. So yeah, Q. Is there anything you'd like to be doing? As at this point, like you can see the sky is turning from like a deep black to sort of a navy blue. The stars are starting to disappear, and the moon is further away in its pattern, in its journey of the evening. Wow, that was a weird poetic way to put that. But anyway,
We like
What?
weird poetry.
are you doing? Poetry's a stretch, but what are you doing?
I think that Q is probably he's gonna like just absentmindedly pet Tibbins and like then sort of become self-aware with what he's doing, and he's gonna pick Tibbins up and just sort of set him down next to him and just kind of stare off for a while. And
Can I say what
And-
Tibbins is doing?
Yeah.
Like if you set him down, he's just gonna slowly, whenever you're not looking, just inch closer and closer to you, and he's gonna like sit there like a dog, almost like at your feet, just like like protect.
perfect.
He licks his eyeball.
Q, so for the next hour and a half, Q starts scooting away further and eventually falls off the log.
Right.
Like- He's gonna try to get away from the lizard. So if anybody can animate Disney, Pixar, like we got your next film right here.
Yeah. The next short. Okay, so your watch comes and goes uneventful. And the sun rises. You guys hear birds flapping off in the field. There are some distant trees that you hear ruffling in the wind, and the sun starts to pierce through your eyelids, and the morning is yours. You guys have a long rest.
Can I get a supercut of every time you've used the word pierce? I love it.
It's
It's
I mean
like-
it's Freudian at this point, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's because it's in there already.
Yeah. All right. Pierce is up and gathering stuff and over at the horses.
Over the course of his watch, Q's gotten progressively grumpier. So
Okay.
by the time they woke up,
Harumph.
he's harumphing around.
Okay. All right. Good to know. Okay. The day is yours. What are we doing, guys?
Pierce says, before we head out, let me know when you guys are ready. I need to talk to you.
Ready.
Ready?
I didn't really have a lot to grab.
Yeah. I mean, I
That
can
was
leave
fast.
the dirt house here. It's fine. Can't take it with me.
We should destroy that before we leave, but second, I really hate it when people know shit and don't tell me shit. And so, in an effort to not be a raging fucking hypocrite, I'm gonna tell y'all a couple of things. Since we're going back to Evercrest, my hope is that everyone's dead. And if I'm wrong, and we go back, there might be some people that are trying to kill me. Now, you're with me, and so they might try to kill you. And I figured I should let you know now that it's, this may be just fine, and it may be a lot of worry over nothing. Because they're probably dead. But in case they're not, and we go back, and they see me, I'm gonna try and kill them. And and they're gonna try and kill me. So I'm giving you the heads up, because I don't want you to get all pissy with me later. For not telling you shit.
What?
Like people we know have done.
But like, why are they trying to kill you?
And who
Do
are
they
they?
want to eat you? I don't understand why humans kill each other. I'm gonna be honest. That's a little weird to me. I understand that they hate kobolds, but like you also hate each other. That seems a little counterintuitive for a species.
That may be the smartest thing you've ever said. But the long and short of it is there's a group of bounty hunters, and they, I think, have a bounty on me. I'm not entirely sure that they do, just for like clarity, but I think that they probably do.
Okay.
So you're good?
Yeah. It's not.
Turns to Q. You're good?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't make any fucking sense, but oh shit, I was supposed to stop fucking cursing. I still don't understand it, but like I trust that you.
Okay, let me put it this way. Let's
Yeah.
say some asshole was gonna give you money to go kill some other asshole.
It's weird. I
Right.
would do it for free. Okay.
Okay. And then let's say you killed that other asshole, and then another group of assholes got mad at you. Would you understand someone getting mad at you for killing someone
Yeah.
and then wanting to kill you?
Yeah. So you killed someone who these other people didn't want dead. Like maybe they had gotten attached.
That's correct.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you have any other weird questions?
No, I'm good. So we'll just kill them first.
Is that like, so you're just wanting to go back to make sure that they're dead, or like is that why we're going back? Because that's fine, and we can go back and deal with your stuff, and I am all here for that. And I honestly, yeah, I'll do that. Is that why you want to go back?
This is kind of a two birds, one stone thing. This is an opportunity, but it's not the reason. But I felt like if we got there and we were investigating, let's say we're investigating some otherworldly shit, and then all of a sudden there's like a freeze, then I will feel like I should have had to have told you that.
That was really good. The
Well, yeah.
sound that you made with your mouth, it sounded just like a gun. I know because I've shot one.
Okay, I want to say this is not surprising. You literally are paranoid all the time and are always looking at, like, behind you and waiting on someone to jump you at any moment. So this makes a lot of sense.
Perfect.
I just So you grew up there, right?
And this ends my Pierce talk for the day. We can hash the details out later. But just so you know...
See, now I feel like there's something you're not telling me, and I'm gonna kind of get a little pissy. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I just said, okay, well... That's fine with me. But let's get on the road and we can talk on the way then.
Okay.
Pierce is gonna go over and try and kick the dirt house down.
Okay, make a strength check. I don't really know how. Let's see.
That's a 10.
I just want you to know it's not a house above ground. It's like in the dirt. Like it's like we're basically like in a little cave.
So like is Pierce basically jumping up and down on top of the dirt trying to get
I don't know.
I had a misunderstanding as to the construction of this dirt house. But he will go try. What he's gonna try and do is like cover the opening.
Kess,
Make it look like it
If
wasn't
she's-
lived in.
Yeah.
she's just gonna walk up behind him and like wave her hand and cast mold earth and just close it up instantly.
Okay, when we finally do have merch, we're gonna need a shirt that says I had a misunderstanding as to the construction of this dirt house.
I like it.
Okay, moving right along. So you guys
Moving right along.
set off for the day? Now that
Footloose
you have-
and fancy for a yes.
Yes. Okay. Can I get survival checks from Kess and Pierce, I suppose? Unless there's a change in what happened yesterday.
Survival?
Q and me
15.
are happy at the back.
19.
19. Okay.
And
You
15.
know what you get? 15. Okay. Yeah. Between the two of you, you are confident that you're headed in the right direction. You're actually headed, not directly due south. You're kind of going like a southwest trajectory at this point in time. It's not the exact same route. You're not in familiar territory because like when you first came to New Hexton and then to Sci-Hoff, you kind of bounced around a little bit. New Hexton was a little bit further east, and then Sci-Hoff was further north. So you guys are kind of making a full triangle. You're not you're not exactly on the same path as you were when you were making this journey in the first place. So if you're wondering, well,
This is the hypotenuse is what
this
you're
is the
referring
hypotenuse,
to.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So you guys are traveling southwest at this point. You feel confident that you're headed in that direction. Is there anything you'd like to be doing throughout the day?
I mean, Cass is trying to talk to Pierce about what he said we could talk about on the way there on the on the road.
Do you want to play that out, or are you just gonna like?
Okay. Yeah. Look, I'm not trying to be like mysterious and shit. It's just what do you want to know? What's your question?
I mean, I like, you're from there, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like you grew up there.
Yep.
Your family's there?
Probably not anymore.
But like, are we also gonna go check on that situation?
No need.
So you're only worried about the bounty hunters? Like, that's it?
Yes, I don't want them to kill me or you or the kid.
Okay. So,
Am I being confusing in some form or fashion?
well, okay, you don't want them to kill you. So this entire is this just kind of like gonna help you, sleep at night if you know that they're dead? Because then you'll be like maybe relaxed and not so uptight all the time. If they're dead.
I'm not uptight.
What?
Sorry, Steve. Okay. I can't be distracted. I'm so sorry. I'm a terrible actor.
You're not uptight?
No, it's all under control. Look, we have dealt with some really wacky shit. And so if we continue to investigate wacky shit, this particular wacky shit is potentially putting us at a crossroads with some fairly shitty people. And I didn't want that to be a surprise.
Yeah. That's fine. I understand that part. I'm just trying to, dig a little deeper, figure out why. Just why. All
Pierce
of this.
looks at Q. I don't know if Q's been listening to this conversation, but Pierce looks back at Q and he goes, "Why do you think I'm the way I am?"
Me?
Yeah.
I honestly try not to think much too deeply into why people are the way they are. I just kind of let them be. Honestly, you two are the most I've talked to anybody.
Exactly. He's just trying to survive. I'm just trying to survive. You're a survivor.
Maybe somebody hurt you in your past, though?
Shut up.
Yeah.
You're really grumpy, and usually when I'm grumpy, it's because I'm pissy. And I'm pissy because of, oh, yeah.
Well, Q lost his mother, and we know that. And we know
No, she's right here.
Q wears his mother.
That's going to be another
on-
line of questioning for the record.
I mean, you every time you say lost his mother, I get really scared and have to check to make sure. It's not a very fun joke for me.
Okay, I'm sorry. Q wears his mother as.
Still here, Q. Don't worry.
I know, Mom. I don't know why they're saying things.
See, he wears his mother as a hat. Okay?
I hate that sentence.
Well, it's the truth. It's weird, but it's the truth. And I ran away because of she starts trailing off. And
Wait.
then now we know about this bounty hunter thing with you. So it's all kind of like coming together now. But I just want to make sure that's the only reason we're going back, and now she's kind of realized that she said some stuff.
Look, your family was fucked up.
No,
I
they're
take
cool.
it. I
No,
gather.
they're very cool. They're very awesome. They're amazing.
Well, then I don't know what your problem is, but his family's fucked up. My family's fucked up. But that's normal. Everybody has that.
Again,
So-
I try to clean her as often as I can. Sometimes she gets a little schmutzy.
Oh my god.
But there's nothing out of. Just know that they're probably dead, and if they were alive, they're fucking assholes. That's the full stop, long and short. They're just assholes,
Okay.
but they're also probably dead. More dead than, and he points at Q's hat.
And Q looks behind him.
That's the
yeah, that-
episode. That's the episode title, by the way. They're just assholes, but they're also probably dead. Kind of a mouthful, but
Okay. I just, a lot of stuff is coming out right now, and I just want to, if we're having open, honest conversations, just get all of that out there. So,
Mm-hmm. Pierce is shut back down.
okay. As you guys travel, probably around 9 a.m., you guys, well, even earlier than that, as you guys travel, you start to see the edge of woods coming into view. And looking at the map and with your survival checks, you're able to tell that you're gonna have to be going through those woods. Not super sure how dense they are, but they look pretty dense. There is a path that seems to go through it. It's pretty narrow, but you don't reach the edge of those woods until about 10 a.m. or so. As you approach, you see it's this world's equivalent of autumn. So there's some nice like red and orange and yellow foliage. There's like it's you can hear some you hear birds in the trees and like some forest floor life scampering around as you approach. Smell of pine.
Q just to all the smells and animals. That's it. He's just going
that
crazy.
you crying?
What? No. Just a lot
Make
of
a lot of
light
weird
here.
noises.
I didn't come from the forest. Strange smells. A lot more animals than I'm used to.
Can we tell? Can we see a path? Like, is there a?
Yeah,
there
yeah.
a
There's
ro- a route?
the same. The same road goes through the woods. that
We're
you
just
guys-
in the woods.
It's like
Okay.
And when I say road, it's like a very roughly, a roughly beaten path, not anything nearing paved or graveled or anything like that.
Okay. Pierce is keeping an eye out, still trotting along.
So whenever we get to Shallow Grave, we're going to go back to Riddick. He said he wasn't going to take us there. Like, how do we plan on getting back?
I guess you're gonna get mad at me if I threaten him.
He's really nice, and I
Is he?
don't want to threaten someone to take us somewhere whenever we don't know if we're going to be able to keep them safe. So
Okay, well, why don't I offer to pay him an exorbitant amount of money, and if he won't take us, then we'll figure out something else.
that could work. Yeah. Yeah.
I could threaten him if it's
No,
a problem with you doing it.
I don't know if I just don't want to threaten someone to do this.
You
This is
think you
kind
could
of
threaten him better than I could?
I mean, I'm pretty threatened.
Okay, next competition's gonna be that.
Why competition? Literally the shooting range was supposed to be fun. You guys, I didn't even get to. It's fine. It's fine. She just rides on.
Okay. You guys continue riding, and unless there's anything you'd like to take care of, I imagine you stop for the afternoon, stop and rest, take a short rest. I don't think you guys have expended any spells or anything that would require a short rest. But, and then you pack back up, saddle on forward. Is there anything in the early afternoon you'd like to accomplish?
I think we're just
Okay.
traveling, man.
Just vibing.
Just vibing.
Vibing.
Can we make a
This
vibe
is-
check?
A vibe
This
check?
is
Yeah.
where like the music would play, like the boom boom like as they're walking
Yeah.
along.
A
Yeah.
montage.
And I need a mom.
Travel by map. You know.
Hey, actually,
By map!
vibe check does lead me to like what kind of forest we talking about here? This is deciduous. What like is it
I
deep
don't know
dark?
what that means, Goon. It is not deep dark. It's just woodland. It's
Okay.
not like deep. It's not like a rainforest. It's just
Yeah.
like it's there's like pine, oak trees.
Okay.
There's like it's,
Southern
it's nothing-
Appalachia, Blue Ridge type forest.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Something familiar to you, the player.
You
A
got it.
deciduous
God.
tree sheds
Because that's
its
what I'm
leaves
thinking of as
annually.
well.
It
It's-
does share. Yeah.
A deciduous tree sheds its leaves annually.
Yes.
It's the opposite of an evergreen.
Okay. Well, now I know. Thank you for teaching me.
But
But
it's
The
it's getting
more you
fall,
know.
like it's like getting winter-ish, right? Like it's
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah, it's mid late autumn at this point probably. It was like when you guys left Evercrest, it was like Evercrest is more tropical, but it was like early autumn when you guys arrived in Shallow Grave.
Okay.
Totally not Evercrest, or totally not Waterdeep.
Right.
So as you guys travel, can I get perception checks from all three of you?
Perception.
18.
13.
10.
10. Okay. As you guys are walking, you hear a ruffle of leaves from around you. You hear it in a couple of different places off to the sides and things. You listen for a minute, and nothing. It seems like something a little bit larger, but you're not like larger than a squirrel or a rat or something. You listen for another moment, and you don't hear anything else.
Cass didn't hear it. I'm guessing she's just writing it, like drawing in her book.
What did you roll, Kess?
10.
10. Yeah, no, I don't think you heard it.
So just a scurrying creature.
Mm-hmm.
She's drawing a panther.
Okay. You guys continue walking for a little while. Can I get another round of perception checks, please?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's much better.
That's a 7.
9.
Okay. 7, 9, 24. Cass, this time you hear something. You hear something like back behind you a ways. It just sounds like a larger creature moving around. Like you hear like a twig snap.
I look. Do I see anything?
You see a little bit of movement, but you're not exactly sure where it's coming from. It was just kind of like a corner of the eye, peripheral sort of thing. Are you guys moving on ahead?
I'm just
For us, yeah.
I'm just gonna be like, I think there's something here.
Cass, there's a lot of things here. It's a forest.
That's true.
I mean, like, do you want us to be careful?
I just think we should, just kind of be weary, I guess.
Pierce says to Q, "Can you like smell it or anything? You're an animal."
Thank you. I mean, no, I don't really. I kind of smell that jerky that's still in my backpack. It's what the stick meat turned into. I was saving it for later, but it sort of just dried out.
I pop Tibbins into existence as an owl.
Okay.
And I send him up to look around, like to get a better view.
Okay. So yeah, you send him up. Do you get into his? Do you get into his vision?
Yeah, I'm just gonna whisper at Pierce to like grab my horse's reins so he can kind of like pull me along while I do that.
Okay. Greens over, grabs it.
Give me just a moment. Okay. Make a perception check for Tibbins.
Am I get advantage, right?
On
owls, yes. Yes.
Okay. Yes.
19.
19. Okay. While you are in Tibbins's vision, you go up and you see you and your fellow travelers on horseback, and you are making your way through the forest. You can see this through the canopy of the trees. You see that you are making your way to a crossroads. That is the first most apparent thing. You're very near a crossroads, probably, I don't know, way less than a quarter mile away. And Tibbins looks around, and as he investigates, he flies around for a moment, and he sees a horse. And looking a little bit closer, you can see that there is someone on the back of that horse. He flies around for another minute, and he sees another horse with another person on horseback. He flies around kind of in a circle, and you see Eventually, you count. See, what did you roll?
A 19.
A 19. You count 13 figures all on horseback, encircling you.
She pops back in and she just says, "Go." And just like running speed.
Pierce, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever people do on horses to make them go
Whatcha?
fast. Gas pedal, like
Whatcha?
is it a throttle? You grab them by the mane, faster.
Okay.
Punch it.
Okay. So yeah, you guys, I imagine, are not trying to be quiet, right?
Nope.
You said just punch it. Okay. So yeah, you guys punch it. You take off. Let's see. What is your move speed?
We're on horses. I don't know.
Horses?
You're on
Hang on.
horses.
88 miles an hour, Marty.
Right.
God. 13.
I apologize. I should have had that pulled up.
It's speed of 60
60
feet.
feet. Okay. So yeah.
They're
But
on
if they're
horses
dashing, it's
too.
doubled.
Dashing.
If they're
Okay, yeah, you guys are dashing, so you're moving like you're moving quick. So yeah, you're trudging along, and then you hear horses also begin to gallop all around you. You hear horses galloping in toward you, and after probably probably about a minute and a half, 2 minutes, you find yourselves at this crossroads, and at this crossroads, you can see the other 13 figures on horseback, and they have you surrounded. They are closing in.
Just gonna be
What are
like,
you doing?
there's 13 of them. There's 13 of them. There was 13 of them.
That's a lot of them. Wow.
Do they look familiar? Does any of their clothing, anything look familiar?
Make a perception check. I'd say with disadvantage.
Pierce pulls out Iris, but he's not
Yeah, disadvantage.
aiming it yet.
Okay. You said pistol?
Iris.
Iris? Okay.
Even with disadvantage, it's a 16.
Okay.
I just rolled really
still-
well on one of them.
Still with a 16, you don't recognize any clothes. You're able to get a good look at them, but you don't recognize, they don't have any sort of insignia. They all seem to just be kind of wearing like they seem to be wearing, not bad clothes. They don't appear to be poor. There is one among them who's wearing like breeches and a nicer like long coat, almost bordering on a robe, or like a cloak. But that's really all you're able to tell. There's no sort of synergy amongst the way that they're dressed.
Pierce is gonna lean in. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Q kind of walks me up to the front of the three since we're surrounded, and looks over at Pierce and says, "My turn," and looks at the guy and says, "Let us through, you fuckface."
Okay, so have you guys stopped running at this point?
I mean,
we
if
surrounded,
there's-
right?
you said we were
Yeah,
surrounded.
They were surrounding.
yeah.
you. So-
we
you guys
came
stopped.
to a stop.
Q, make an intimidation check with disadvantage.
Rude.
I'd say with just straight roll because of the fuck face.
It's a 16.
16.
Yeah.
You see the guy that's in nicer clothes, like that's cute.
No, it's Q, you shit bag.
So your name is Q.
Oh,
Pierce
I've
is
already
gonna
given
lean
them
in.
too much information.
Pierce is gonna lean into Q and go, "Get that necklace ready." And he gets off the horse. And he goes,
Up, 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 up. And as Pierce gets off the horse, you guys feel just a moment of just disassociation. You feel like your heart skips a beat. You feel like you miss a minute in time. Q, you feel the fireball necklace being ripped from your neck.
I go to
And-
clutch it.
you look at the horse that the gentleman was sitting on top of, and he is sitting on top of the horse with the fireball necklace.
The fuck?
Now let's
Give that back.
Let's not be doing that, please. And he's kind of rolling the fireball necklace around in his hand. How did you come across something like this?
The DM's insane and put it in a store for really cheap.
Huh.
Cass, you just kind of blacked out there for a second and started
Sorry.
buzzing
Sorry.
really loudly.
Well, this is interesting. So, what brings all of you all the way out here?
Travel and leisure, sir.
Travel and leisure. Here. Make a deception check.
I have. Oh, I don't have advantage unless I'm acting like somebody else. Dang it.
You're acting like someone who's not traveling and leisuring.
10.
10?
Just
I think not. Frankly, I don't really care why. I don't really care why you're here. All right, let's get this over with. And you see the gentleman, all of the people. I say gentlemen. There's you look around, and they're mostly human. There are a couple of half elves, a tiefling scattered among them. They get off of horseback and they bring buckets around to you. All right, fill them up. Whatever you got.
You're robbing us?
Yes, I am.
That's really
I should say we
boring.
are.
This is like.
I mean, like, at least slaughter us and, like, dissect our corpse.
Can you, tell us maybe a little bit about your backstory? Where did you come from? Have you ever been to Mardosta? Have you ever been to Mardosta?
You know, I've never been to Mardosta. I've dealt with people from there before. Why, are you familiar?
You could say that.
Had some run-ins with thieves guilds there. I'm not a fan.
Oh.
You're not
Oh.
involved with any of them now, are you?
No?
He's not, but I am.
Oh, good.
And
Well, we'll start with you.
if you rob from us, our guild's gonna get really pissed off.
Do you know what I just did? I stopped time, and I took that necklace off of his neck. Do you think I am remotely afraid of a little thieves guild from Mardosta?
Well, yeah, you should, because why would they be afraid of the thieves guild from Mardosta?
He stopped time. I don't know. I don't know.
Why does her hair glow?
Well, you asked who I am. I suppose I can give you that much. My name is Scott. It's lovely to meet you all.
Scott's a dick.
Scott!
Scott. My name is Scott.
No,
Yes,
it's-
please remember it.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Do you know who he is? And Pierce points to Q.
I don't know or care who any of you are. Please give me your things so I can go home.
Pierce looks back, he looks at Q and he goes, Scotty doesn't know. And then he pulls out Iris and he fires.
Wait! Before you fire, what if I could
Fire.
give you something more important than gold? Something that very powerful people are looking for.
You have my attention. What is it?
Pull out the vial of the Lifewell water. The black Lifewell water.
He snatches it. Actually, he gets off his horse and he walks over to you. Snatches it. Ink?
No.
What is this?
It's freaking the essence of everything, dude. Like
The
God.
essence of everything.
Yes, that's why it's important.
He takes it and he throws it against a tree. I don't care about your cute little tricks.
Can I try to connect with it as it falls?
Oh, shit.
The music says yes.
Make a religion check. No, make a nature check.
I'm gonna give myself guidance. It's a natural 20.
Okay. So
With guidance, it
as-
would be a 28.
as the life well water hits the tree, it starts to fall. Kess reaches out a hand, and like everyone that is surrounding you draws a bow and is aimed directly at Kess. But Kess holds out a hand, and the water falls to the ground in kind of a stream and like coils and lifts and floats around for a moment. Huh. What is that? You have my attention.
She just told you.
She did not tell me enough. What is this?
I want to do something. Do I feel like I can control it?
It's hard to tell, but you're feeling pretty good right now.
I want to try to
Natural 20.
pull it towards me and shoot it into his mouth.
All right, hold on. Okay, make a dexterity check.
Check.
Yeah.
Is guidance checks? Yes. It is. Oh, I don't know which dice to use. I'm really nervous. Dex,
Yeah.
23.
Okay, hold on. So he is going to make a dexterity saving throw. Let's see what we got. Okay. Okay. So. Hold on. As you shoot, as you coil this this essence, not life well water, but this whatever this black inky liquid is, as after it's shattered against the tree, and you turn around and you attempt to throw it at this person who is attempting to rob you, it goes directly into his open mouth. Hold on.
I thought that was in character voice.
So I'm wanting, when it hits the tree
Yeah.
and it lingers, I'm wanting to pull it back towards me, and that's when I want it to go into his mouth.
Okay.
So it doesn't
Okay, so
come
you
back
pull
to
it
my
back.
hand yet, but it pulls back towards me, and as he turns to look at it, I want to shoot it back into his throat.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay, so where is this?
How far away is he?
He is from Kess, he's probably 10 feet away.
Okay.
This is not how I thought this was gonna go. Give me a moment. I apologize. Okay, here we go. So he is going to take an amount of damage. I believe it is. So it goes into his open mouth and he like spits most of it out, but he falls to the ground screaming and writhing in pain. He falls prone. I'm gonna need all y'all to roll initiative.
Perfect. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So he is prone on the ground. He is prone on the ground, and you have 12 archers pointing at you. Okay. Okay. All right. Actually, we're gonna do that. Initiative. Goon.
20.
Okay. Q20. Pierce.
11.
11. Kess.
Well, this worked out 4.
4.
Perfect. No, I love it.
Okay. Okay. So this person who just stopped time before you and ripped the fireball necklace off of you, Q, is lying on the ground, prone, screaming, and archers are drawn. What are you doing? Q, you're up.
Q, how far is the guy on the ground from Q?
He is probably 15 feet away from you, Q.
15 feet away? Perfect.
Yep.
So still on meat, and he's going to jump off of meat onto the guy's passed out body.
Okay. Now the guy on the ground is not passed out. He's screaming. He's just prone. Yeah.
Yeah. Q is gonna go rabid animal and attack him and jump on top of him and grab the necklace. I'm assuming it'd be pretty easy to grab since he's writhing.
Okay. Yeah. You can do that. You can use your action to do that. Absolutely.
It's my action to do that?
Yes. To fight, like, he's on the ground, so it would be your action to take that necklace away from.
That's fine. So real quick, I'm gonna change my mind as to what I was gonna do. And so I'm gonna grab the fireball necklace.
Yep.
Yank it back to myself.
Can we change the music, please?
Yeah, I'm working on that.
And then I'm gonna look at who's the furthest away. I'm gonna just look at the arrows that are pointing to me and look and figure out who the furthest away is, like in the back, but still looks like he can do some damage.
Okay, so yeah, the way that they're lined up, they're in a perfect circle around you. The furthest, like the furthest point of the circle away from you is probably 15-20 feet away.
Okay, I'm gonna point that at that guy, and I'm gonna use my Hexblade's curse on him.
Okay.
No, I'm not. Okay. No, I'm just gonna look at that guy, and next round I'll do something.
Okay.
But that I have the necklace in my possession, right? And that's the end of my round.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. That brings us to their turn, and all of them are going to fire at Kess. That's a natural 1. That is apologies. Give me just a minute, please. I was not expecting this to happen. That is going to be 14 to hit on one of them.
No.
Okay. They all miss. You are surrounded by archers, and they all fucking... Actually, hold on. They're not in melee range. Yeah, they all miss. I am angry. That was a natural 2. There was a natural 1, a natural 2, and an 11.
Did you do them in groups or something?
Yeah. Okay. So
DM shit.
DM stuff, yeah.
That is the end of their fucking turn. So Pierce, you're up.
All right, Pierce is gonna aim Iris, and he's gonna yell before he does anything. He's gonna yell, "Last chance before she drowns the lot of you." Gonna try and get them to run.
Make an intimidation check.
Okay.
Let's see if you beat Q.
Make 3 intimidation checks for me.
Okay.
Actually.
Intimidation check 1. 16. Intimidation check 2. 17. Intimidation check 3. 10.
Okay. You see 8 of these archers, like bows drawn, shaking. They were ready to fire again. They look down, and like trembling hands, they look down and they see who appears to be their leader just writhing in absolute agony on the ground. I forgot something. We'll get back to that in a second. Writhing in absolute agony on the ground, and 8 of them turn around and run away. They turn around and run actually west, I think.
Weiss?
Yes, they run west.
Diane West?
Yeah, through the trees. And the other 3 just stand there. They're shaken, but their bows are still drawn. They're ready to fight. So I forgot to take the boy's turn on the ground. So that's pretty important. But he is going to use all of his movement to get up, and then he is going to cast. Give me a moment. I apologize. He's going to put his hands together and he's going to mutter something. And
I don't think you'll be doing that in QCast counterspell.
God.
Hold on, his counterspell is at. I think it's 4th level.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 4th level counterspell, which cancels out anything 4th level or higher.
4th level or higher?
I'm sorry. 4th level. You're right. Yeah, 4th level or lower. If it's higher than 4th level, there's a check.
Okay, it needs to be a check.
Okay. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Oh, shit. Another dice.
So it's my ability check using my spell modifier, which is charisma. So it's a 23. So unless it was a 13th level spell, it's canceled.
Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second.
13th level spell. That's how high of a level is that? 25.
23. The DC is
Okay, so as he puts his hands together and he starts to mutter, you see some flakes of like ice start to form in the air around his hands, and Q just says nope, and it just completely shuts down. And he looks at his hands and he yells, "Fuck!" And so yeah, that's the end of his turn. Cass, you're up.
Okay. Just going to oh man, I don't know. I think I'm just more okay. The water. Where's the water? Because I'm still technically controlling it.
Yeah, you are. So it is sort of swirling on the ground, probably 5-10 feet away from you. It's like it's partially touching the ground, and then it's like a tentacle that's like weaving up and twisting around, almost dancing.
Can I shoot it towards the other archers and like I don't know how it works. But what I'm seeing is like if I could shoot it and make it like go like across their like faces
Okay, give me a moment.
to like I guess burn them.
Give me a moment. I've got to find a thing. Okay, so yes, as you try to do this, the water sort of like jolts as if it's about to try to move, but then it just kind of like gets still and shrinks lower to the ground. Still moving around, but make an intelligence check for me.
13.
Okay. It looks almost like it's tired.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh. If that doesn't work, bonus action.
Okay.
Saber-tooth tiger.
God. Okay. All right. Saber-tooth tiger. Saber-tooth tiger has entered the battle, has entered the chat. All right, so that is the end of your turn. That brings us to Q. There are 4 remaining archers, all on horseback, and there is the guy standing there who you have just used your reaction to stop him from casting something.
And he and I are like butt to butt, real close, right? Because he's the guy just ripped away the
I thought he ran
necklace
away.
from. But he used to have his movement to stand up, and I don't.
No,
think...
he didn't run away. The big dog didn't run away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's still right there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
He's still right there, and you're within melee range of him.
Okay. And then in that case, I'm gonna look at has Meat ran away? Is Meat still nearby? I just jumped off of him.
Actually, that's a good question. Meat has not run away. All your horses are still there.
Strong
Okay,
horse.
perfect. I'm going to Cass, I see what you're talking about. It's hard to decide which one to do.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm gonna cast Thunderstep,
Okay.
and I'm gonna teleport myself onto the back of Meat.
Okay. And he's gonna
But
make a save for that, yeah?
he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Meat?
No. The guy that was next to me. So you hear a loud burst of thunder that can be heard up to 300 feet away.
Okay, and is the save the same?
It's 16.
16. Okay, he rolled a 19. He saves.
He saves, so he only takes half damage.
Okay.
Which is 40-10 thunder damage. He's also not knocked prone. Oh, that's relatively good rolls. It's 23 halved rounded down, I think. So 11 damage.
Okay.
Thunder damage.
Okay.
Carry the 4.
Okay. He looking rough. He looking
Yeah.
rough. He looking angry. He looking scared. But he is still standing.
Perfect.
Is that the leader?
Yes.
Okay.
That is the guy that Q was standing ass to ass to. Or I should say like ass to like, well, because 2-7, but you know, ass to like sky, I guess. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Ankle to, face.
Right.
Yeah, and so then he's going to use his bonus action to Hexblade's Curse whoever looks the strongest on this turn. One of the
Whoever looks
remaining
the
archers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you curse one of those. We'll say the one farthest to your left.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so that brings us to their turn. So they're only gonna roll once. And that's a natural 20. So
Who are
they fire
aiming at?
they're firing well. They're firing at you, Kess. They think you are far and away the most dangerous so far. So they are going to fire at you, and that's going to be
I would probably shoot the tiger, yeah.
3 crits.
yeah. 4, yeah. So
Oh.
give me just a moment. So that's gonna be. I'm sorry. It's gonna be 24 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Okay. And then for the big guy's turn, he is going to, He is going to, I apologize.
Good. It's much better without the map, though.
Yeah, it really, really is.
It helps a lot.
So, yeah, okay. He is going to, hold on. Let me see what that can do. Okay. He is going to he is going to like touch the person next to him, and he's going to say retreat, and they take off into the air. So Q, you would get an attack of opportunity.
Into the air,
Yes.
like flying,
Yes, they are flying. Yes.
like on the
Directly-
horses.
No, the horse stays behind, and there's actually three archers still remaining on the horses, but he and one of the archers take off into the air. So
Okay.
Q, you would get an attack of opportunity, I think, just on him. I don't think you would be in melee range of the other one.
I mean, I'm now on my horse.
Oh,
You know,
Yeah.
I teleported, so I don't think
Yeah.
I get it. Like,
Okay,
unless
so
there
yeah.
was one that was within horse's range.
okay. No, there's not one. I forgot that you were on horseback. Okay, so yeah,
That's fair.
they take off into the air and they fucking dart. You're not exactly like they just take off again in the same direction that the others went. So you guys are now facing these other archers.
We can't see them anymore at all,
mm,
or they're still visible until next round.
They're still visible until next round. Yeah. Right now they are up in they're up in the air, and they have moved forward, but they are still slightly visible through the trees. Yes. So that is going to bring us to Pierce.
Okay. And on the ground, how many archers are over there?
3.
Okay. Then I'll aim at the closest one to me and fire with Iris.
Okay.
And that's a 24 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, and it's gonna be damage of 14.
14 points of damage. Okay. Iris pierces right between his eyes. He falls off of his horse dead.
And second action reload.
Okay. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
That's in.
Okay. Two of these people left. Cass, you're up.
She's just gonna stalk towards them, and intimidate.
Okay. Make an intimidation check. I'd say with advantage at this point.
18.
18. Okay. Yeah. They look at each other, and they look back at you, and they turn around and bolt. So they use the two remaining ones use their entire speed to get away from you. So
Would Q have had an action
well,
before?
actually no, we're not. Yeah, Q would have had an action before. We're not to them yet. So yeah. I apologize. So Q, you are up.
Okay, yeah. Q is going to pull out his. Is one of the ones that's left the one that he cursed?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna pull out his bone bow, the blight bow, which I keep forgetting the name of, and I named it. And shooty in the booty.
Right. Make it happen, Captain. Roll the hit.
One I have, the first one I have advantage on, but I'll say that, yeah. Oh shit, it's a natural 20.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, and that means, God have mercy on this person's poor pitiful soul. Oof. So that is 18 plus, my lord. That was a 32 to hit, by the way, just so you know.
Okay. Yeah.
And 21 damage.
21 damage. Okay. Yeah. Like right through the throat. You see them fall off the horse, and they are so dead. They are so dead that they never existed. Even like they disappear Avengers style.
got
Does he fall
Nobunaga.
off the horse?
Yeah, he falls off the horse. Yeah.
As he falls off the horse, replacing him on the horse is an accursed specter of
Oh my
his body.
So like as he falls off of this horse, like as his body falls off, a specter remains. So it's just like cracking an egg, basically.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take my second shot now.
All right.
Not shoot the other guy. 19.
Hits.
11 damage.
Okay. Okay. How do you want to do this? What does it look like?
I kind of want just like the specter that has remained there to just turn and look at the guy and go, ugh. And then the guy just go, and then Q's like arrow just through his head. So the last thing he saw is his buddy's ghost.
Oh, that's so dark.
Oh, that is appropriately dark.
Oh my gosh.
So,
That's good.
yeah, straight through the skull, blight bow pierces. Guy falls off the horse, and as his body hits the ground, the arrow turns into fog and wisps away back around you to Q. And
Perfect.
you guys find yourself amongst a lot of very startled horses. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4 very startled horses. No. Yeah, 4 very startled horses, I believe, maybe 3. And
4 very startled horses is my favorite
yeah.
folk band.
yeah, and some dead bodies right here at this intersection, and you can hear still gallops and screams as they retreat.
How did he take my necklace?
He had some time shit. Is there a such thing as a time wizard?
I pop back
that a thing?
into to changeling cast form. I've never seen that before. Ever. Unless he
I
had
didn't.
a magical item or something?
Kess, you've done some really stupid, scary shit since we've been around,
Yeah.
and that like was stupider and scarier than the shit that you. I'm sorry, than the stuff that you have done. You just turned into a tiger, but he stopped time.
You got that thing back, right?
What?
The necklace.
Yeah, it's right here. Hey, can you hold this for me? And he hands it to the ghost.
Oh, he grabs it and it falls through his spectral hand.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a no then. I cast Mage Hand and grab it back.
Is the water still swirling on the ground? Like it's tired?
It's swirling lower now, and as you look over, it's almost more like a whirlpool now.
I'm gonna go try to like scoop it back into the vial.
The vial
wait.
shattered against the
Vial
tree.
shattered. I'm gonna put it in the canteen then.
Okay.
With the other water. I just had that
In the
one.
canteen, do you have life well water or?
It turned back
the inky
into
stuff?
it turned into the inky stuff.
Okay, that's correct. Yes. Okay.
So it's
So
it's
yeah, you
all.
put it in there.
He's trying to fucking rob us?
Yeah.
Why would they? He did some crazy shit just to try to rob us. That was a powerful ass robber.
I don't. It was weird. That was so weird.
I hate that fucking guy.
I really freaking wanted to kill him. I really wanted to kill him.
Yeah, I'm bereft at the lack of killing. I mean, like, there was obviously killing,
Yeah.
but, like, the wrong ones.
How did this not kill him whenever the lifeblood water knocked me out? How did that not kill him?
Pierce
That
walks
was-
over and like gets back on the horse. He's absolutely dumbfounded.
One tough time guy.
Yeah.
He's like a lord of time.
a Time Lord.
God,
This music kind of sounds
It was coming.
Dr. Whovian, so
it does, doesn't it?
yeah.
It works.
Pierce looks at Q. You want to search him? He points to the corpses.
Yeah, oh hell yeah.
The
He
bucket. Oh, go ahead.
He just jumps down and starts rifling through.
Okay, make an
corpses.
investigation check.
And he gets his ghost buddy to help him.
Okay. All right.
Is that advantage? No, with ghost buddy.
Um.
No,
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
No was perfectly. Oh, it didn't do anything. It's got a 10.
How did Q roll?
Oh, it was a 10. I thought.
I thought you were rolling for the specter. Okay, yeah.
No.
I thought you were rolling for-
The specter rolled an 8. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You. They're not carrying anything. They're they like you find the obvious stuff. You find like some bows and some some leftover arrows that were never shot, never had the chance to be shot. But that's
He
really all
takes
you find. They're not.
The arrows and hands it to Pierce. Here are some actual arrows. I don't think my arrows would work in your gun, but like you thought about blowing shit up with an arrow, and so here you go.
Thanks, appreciate it. Pierce, on the other side of the horse, just drops him.
Okay. Okay. So is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Kess is just really quiet. Like,
I guess we just keep going.
just... God, I wish I knew more. I get off my
Yes, thanks. A
horse.
startling realization.
Okay.
I cast Speak with Animals. And I go over to the horse. That's one of their horses.
Okay. All right. Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Mm,
You're safe, right?
I seem to be.
Oh, you're
Choice.
old. Okay.
I've been around for quite some time.
No. Mr. Ed is my son.
Right. I may not be the fastest young steed, but I get the job done. Why did I choose this voice?
I don't know. This is great.
I'm sticking with it.
Are you? Where are you from?
Oh, we came from Larsham.
Hang on. Where?
Yeah, you want to write that down?
Larsum?
Larsham, yeah.
If you were a horse, how would you spell that?
Which way? Which way is that? West?
Ah, and he kind of tosses his head. Yeah, that away.
Okay. How many days from here?
Ah, it's just an hour's travel or so.
Okay.
It's not that far.
I look at Pearson Q. What do I ask this horse?
Well,
The horse is kind of like looking down at the dead bodies. Hey, how am I gonna get home?
I mean, you can walk yourself home.
Well, yeah, but I'm used to having somebody riding me, but that's fine.
Ask him if his. Does he know how the time shit works? Do horses understand the concept of time?
Do you know how? Do you?
Tell him to count out how many hoofbeats have been missing in his life.
This is the leader's horse, right?
Yes, actually. Yeah.
Wow.
You're
Okay.
right.
You're.
Just ask him the name of his leader.
What was your well, the guy that was leading you guys? What was his name? Oh yeah,
I
it was
hear them
Scott.
say Scott.
Scott.
Oh, we knew Scott.
Oh, right.
We knew that. We knew that.
We met. We
Okay.
and Scott go way
Did.
back.
God, Pierce, we knew that. Okay.
To be fair, we've had a very tough last few minutes.
Well, you know,
Um,
so have I.
we can't hear. You guys can't talk.
You don't know.
Zach. That was Zach. Zach has had a very rough past few minutes too.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Does he have a magical anything that makes him? How does the time travel work? How's he on
What?
you 1 second and then he's somewhere else the very next second? I know you've noticed that.
What?
Yeah. Come on.
He was never not on me. What?
No, yeah, he just, from our perspective, he just glitched, and all of a sudden he had the thing. So he never left the horse.
Did they call themselves anything? There any words that you heard a lot of?
They seem to say the hive a lot. I don't think they're talking about bees.
Okay.
Pierce leans over to Kess. Do you think that he was using a contraption, or do you think that his ability was his own?
It's a good point.
I don't know. I didn't get to cast anything to figure that out. It was very quick. But we have his name. And we have possibly the name of them. We have where they're from.
And if there's any chance that we can maybe get that power, we should get it.
Oh, you want to be all powerful, time wielding? Yeah, that's what you want. Okay.
If
You could
I
put me in the
turn
yes
back
column
time,
for that one. Well, I'll find a way.
Okay. So, anything else I need to ask the horse before I tell it
Wait.
to go home?
Yes. I
What?
mean, you did it with the life well water. If you could put time in a bottle.
Tiamat swoops from above. And scoops
Oh gosh. Am I done talking to the
Okay.
horse or anything else?
No, new proposition.
Yeah.
An hour away. That's just a comma on this road trip.
Look, we don't know. I could possibly find out more information. They knew about thieves in Mardosa, which means run-ins have happened. And maybe like we could find more information without actually being in danger, which I mean, I don't know. We could go there. Sure. Yeah. I'm just
you
saying.
said you wanted to kill him.
I do. I really do.
I say we kill him. Take his powers.
I just don't know what kind of. Yeah, I mean, we could go there.
At least figure out how he did it.
But I thought that I thought that Evercrest was kind of the more pressing matter.
I agree, but also pressing matters are people who want to kill us. And if there's something that I hope that I stressed today, is that I don't fucking want that. And he's alive, and we're alive, and we pissed him off. And if we go to him while he's still coughing up magic water, we might have the advantage. If we wait until he recoups, that may be a bad idea.
I mean, he could have already healed. We don't know. But yeah.
Well, yeah, I think even if he's healed, he's still on his toes.
To be honest, I'm not afraid of them.
No, yeah.
I mean,
Well, I'm a little bit afraid of the whole popping in and out of existence. But like, he
yeah.
looked like he was pretty hurt, and I only did a little bit to him.
I'm pretty sure yeah.
I don't think this will take long. Basically a shopping trip, a murder.
Oh,
Shopping Trip of Murder
Well, it actually,
by Agatha
I
Christie.
kind of need to go shopping anyways. So this would be good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we can take the horses back.
Light detour. Have Horseface lead the way.
That's not nice.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm a kobold.
Not you.
Okay. So you guys saddle up and get the remaining horses and head off toward the west in the direction that you saw them fleeing.
Yeah, we're letting the horse
you-
lead us.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Are
The
we?
horse rolled in the natural 20. He knows exactly where he's going. He's old and wise. The horse leads you on the path, kind of like sometimes he ventures off the path, it twists and turns, but leads you in the right or what you presume to be the right direction. You guys can still hear it's mid-afternoon at this point. The animal life has died down a little bit. It's kind of a crisp afternoon. The sun is kind of refreshing. Off in the distance you see a storm actually heading your way.
Tibbins is above us, flying ahead.
Okay.
Point of order, on the very last empty horse that we have is where Not So Nice Ghost is sitting.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Make a perception check for Tibbins.
It's a good thing he gets advantage. Ooh, real good thing he gets advantage. 21. No, 14. I mean, gosh, 24. I thought it was a 16. It was a 19.
Were you going into Tibbins' vision, or
He makes his own perception checks. It doesn't affect that.
okay?
He can tell me if something's up.
Okay. So yeah, Tibbins sure enough sees. He doesn't see necessarily the people running, but he sees a town like looking off in the distance. He sees he sees some structures and some smoke rising.
Okay.
Seems to be like from a fireplace, from fireplaces or something. There are signs of life. And as you guys make your way west toward this new destination, with a new horse friend who has seen the dawn of time, apparently, that is where we're going to end tonight's absolutely chaotic session.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, Zach.
Nice. Well, I mean, no. D&D is chaos. D&D is the best when it's chaotic.
Yeah, we did.
And boy, howdy, was that some good D&D.
That was a lot of chaos. It was a
Nice
lot.
work. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what threads you guys tug on.
Ugh.
A lot of threads.
Oh, we had it's like a bristle and broom of threads in front of us today.
Yeah.
I never ever would have thought that we were gonna go to a completely different place than. I mean, that's just D&D. Like,
Right.
we're now going somewhere we've
What
never
is the
heard
name of this
of.
place?
Larsum.
Larsum.
We're going
guy
to
that made
Larsum.
Far
When you
Side.
add that, when you add that to the map, it will be spelled Larsham.
SH.
Okay.
I
This is
misspelled
like
it.
a silent H in there.
I already misspelled it. Okay. Well,
Trying
Alright,
to figure
guys.
out where you pulled that from.
You trying to figure out where I pulled Larsum from?
Yeah, just to see if it was a smooshing.
I was on the treadmill when I was thinking about the town, and I saw a Marshall speaker.
It's
So
Marshall
I just
backwards.
turned it. Yeah, I turned it inside out.
That's so
That's
funny.
absolutely where it came from. Yeah.
oh my god.
So yeah, that will bring session 21 to a rousing close. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us. Please don't forget, this episode will be live on YouTube Friday morning, first thing. So if you missed anything, or if you want to go back and watch, please go back and watch. Also, if you have anyone in your life who you want to share this with, who maybe doesn't want to commit the 80 hours, I guess 84 hours now of content that we've made for this campaign, please encourage them to watch our catch-up content on YouTube.
I worked
it's
really freaking
so
hard, and
hard
if
she
you
worked.
love me at all, you will share it with your friends. That's all I have to say.
It's basically the entire playlist is 2 hours. It's 8 15-minute videos, and it's the entirety of our story so far in 2 hours.
Up to this, yeah.
Yeah.
Versus
up until
80.
today. Yeah,
Yeah.
versus 80. So obviously you're welcome to go back and watch the whole thing. But if you want to catch up quickly, so that way you can watch us live, or you know anyone who wants to catch up live quickly, then that is the way to do so. Thanks again to our sponsors, Never Ending.
Yes. Thank you,
Feels-
Never
that's
Ending.
That's just sexy to say, isn't it?
Oh god, I just rolled
Thank
a
you
4
to
in
our
chat.
sponsors. Oh snap! Well, good thing we're done for the night.
Yep.
We love you all so incredibly much.
Mhm.
Our next session will be whatever 2 weeks from today is. April will be in April. Isn't that weird?
Weird. Very weird.
Yeah, let's not talk about
April
that.
April 7th.
Hey,
Was that a good
April-
day for you?
The 7th.
the day before my wife's birthday.
Oh, good.
Very good.
Oh god, we're raiding. I wasn't ready. Oh, it's
Oh,
fine.
shit.
Okay, bye.
Are we done? Bye, you guys.
Yep.
Bye.
Oh God. Wait. It hadn't